HT made the wave.
You can chat with it, dude. Hit me up all in. Bet the real was tapping in. All them suckers fall back. Matter of fact, shit, I might prefer it like that. We only pressing real niggas. No one coming with that. It's the Swang Low podcast show, bro. You didn't know? No, they was asleep, man. I'm being pressed. Go. Bring it if you got it. All the dirt, all the scoop. We don't water down the truth. You need the pussy or a bro. So nigga, what it do? You got to stand on it. I put that on the color blue. You raise hands on it. And niggas, you get on it overseas, man. We show it. You niggas ain't doing it. Ain't real. It ain't going. I ain't fooling with you boys, man. I'm deaf to the noise, but I bow to give a voice to the ones with the war. And my fucking battle scores earn those behind bars. That's a double entendre. Bitch, your brain and Joe. We can chat, we can smoke, we can chill, we can kick it. But one thing for sure, with niggas stand on all business. The Swang Low podcast show, it's official. Now that cuz up next is the issue. We can chat, we can smoke, we can chill, we can kick it. But one thing for sure, with niggas stand on all business. The Swang Low podcast show, it's official. Now that cuz up next is the issue.
What's the deal, man? Welcome back to the Swang Low podcast show. It's yours truly, Do-Rock Creep. You know what I'm saying? And I told y'all that I was going to line up something real nice for y'all, man. We got a real nice one lined up for y'all. As y'all can see, I got my boy Face the Music, top-notch producer, record executive, entrepreneur, you name it. He holds the titles. You know what I'm saying? And it's definitely a pleasure, you know what I'm saying, to have this man on board. He's a longtime friend of mine. You know what I'm saying, as well as my personal producer, you know what I'm saying, and homeboy, you know what I'm saying. So I'm gonna let him introduce himself to y'all, you know what I'm saying, and let him know a little bit about himself. Face, what's happening, Brody? Your microphone ain't on.
All right, can you hear me good?
Yeah, there you go. What's happening?
Just a little introduction about myself for those who don't know me, because you know me, so I ain't got to introduce myself to you. They call me Face the Music with 2 C's. Off top, I tell you from the beginning, you can find me on Instagram at Face2, the number 2, Face2 Face the Music with 2 C's. Shit, about me, I'm from Compton. Like you say, I do music. I'm basically about music first. You know what I'm saying? I have a history like everybody else, but most of my history is in music. You know what I'm saying? And art and clothing design. You know, I'm in the clothing design like my grandmother was. I'm like I'm a what you call a think tank. I'm a walking think tank. I think of things and then I try to make them happen and I stick to them. And I'm in the middle of sticking to them. So, I mean, that's a short introduction to just what's mainly me, because I know that, you know, we'll get into the rest of it through the interview.
Exactly. Hey, I see you got on the clothing line. Is that part of your brand?
Yeah, this the Ready for War. So this one, you know, I got a couple. I got OGs Only, which is I got an OGs Only around here somewhere, but I got OGs Only. That's for you know, the originals. And then I got the Ready for War started out as a line for skaters. So, you know, I'm originally what they was like a Crip skater back in the day. Like my brother was the first one, I believe, first Crip skater. But you know, so I always was a skater. So when I did make a line for youth, I made it for those who deal with me. You know, skaters fuck with me. You know.
Yeah. I seen a few of your video clips, commercials that you did, showcasing some of the skaters, your brand, your clothing line. You know, I thought it was kind of fly, man. And what people need to understand is just because we are Crips or have a Crip affiliation, don't mean that we are pigeonholed to doing one thing. You know what I'm saying? You have some very, very intelligent Crips that, you know, dib and dab in a little bit of everything, even skating. You know what I'm saying? I happen to be a avid gamer, so, and I'm a Crip. You feel me?
See, I tell you this, even before computers was the business, you had to be a nerd to be a producer. So a lot of Crips was producing, but they was nerds. They was the ones who could take the technology and figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And make something happen out of it on a professional level. So it ain't never been, I mean, you know, Snoop Dogg don't wake up in the morning and drink a 40 ounce and jump in his lowrider and hope shit works out in the streets. Nah, he's a business mind that positioned itself, you know, like it was just like in any neighborhood. You got, you know, Crips, Bloods, skinheads, or just whatever, you know, the Oakwood area. You know, y'all got nerds, y'all got knockout artists, y'all got computer dudes, y'all got musicians. It's some of everybody everywhere. So as far as for the front hoods, I'm one of the nerds over there. The front hoods produce a nerd like me.
Hey, we got him, man. We got him. What's funny is what you just said. I think about quite often. Like, you got white people, right? For instance, that have ties to certain things, but they don't let those ties keep them held down. They still go off to be lawyers, judges, presidents. You know what I'm saying? Congressmen. You feel me? But they still have their ties. Yeah, I mean, you know, yeah, teacher, all the above. You feel me? Just like Donald Trump, for instance, right? People try to say that he has ties to all these extremist people, right? Which he might do. I'm not doubting that. But if he is, he's playing it extremely smart, and white people are smart like that. They would never put their affiliation out in the forefront and then expect business to be respected and follow behind that. They would never do that. It's the complete opposite. It's business first. You feel me? And you have to be able to conduct business and be able to maneuver around without your affiliation dampening your hopes of climbing.
Yeah, look, before we even get into the interview, I can tell you straight up, you know, I'm from an organized block where there was a lot of money at. My block was hustlers. So I know for a fact that you got a lot of dudes in the middle of the war in the 80s and in the 90s that they was about money and they was about something else. So they always dropped them kind of things that didn't have nothing to do with their agenda, and they pushed forward to doing what they needed to do by getting with each other, even knowing each other's agenda. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even knowing each other's, you know, other politics in their neighborhoods and with their families and all that. Like, hey, we're going to drop this to get to this because this is more important right now. So it's always, like you say, everybody's an individual. There's no such thing as a correct blanket statement on nobody.
Exactly. That's real. That is real, man. Hey, I always find it interesting that, you know, we have our people that I always say it, you know, about going through some stuff and being able to make it out of whatever situation, bad situation that you may have been in or facing or whatever, making it, going through what you got to go through, making it out of it, making it to the other side, becoming a success, and being able to look back on all that. It's like kind of having a old steel story to tell your grandkids. You know what I'm saying? Sit around and you got a cool orchestrated, but in this day and age, we got digital. So everything, a lot of stuff is recorded and that's documented. So they can go back and look at a lot of the stuff. Yeah. In this day and age.
Oh yeah, everything.
You feel me? So everything is out there. Nothing is a secret no more. You know what I'm saying? But at the same token, it is a good thing to be able to sit around and talk to the younger youth that's in your family. That's really where it started at. You know what I'm saying? And then work your way out, branch out to others.
Yeah. Yep. Well, look, how about this? Let me flip it on you real quick. Let me start your interview by interviewing you real quick, because I think it's important.
Sure.
That a couple of questions get answered first before we get into what's going on. Excuse me, I'll drink some juice. First off, I know I didn't prep you for this interview, but I would like to ask, do you recall the first time? I'm gonna go before the first time you met me. Do you recall the first time you heard about me? Did you hear about me before you met me, or did you meet me and then hear about me? I mean, or did you meet me and then start hearing about me?
More than likely, I probably heard about you before we even met, right? Because um, back then, being in the rap circles that we used to be in.
Hold on, first, back when?
This was back in, I believe, 2000.
Correct.
I believe it was 2000, the year
It was
2000.
2000
But
because I got there and it was Calipatra. I got there in '99, but we was on lockdown, and I was one of the youngest ones, so I didn't get off of lockdown. You know what I'm saying? They did the limited yard release with the older
the
first,
older and then work their way
and then
down.
next
Yeah.
week they go to the younger, and then next. So I was in the youngest group, like with you. So they let me out. I was actually last coming
Yeah.
off of lockdown. And
Yeah. That's when we was going at it with the essays. I remember that.
yeah, Calipatra B Yard 2000, 99 to 2000. So go ahead. So you met me in 2000.
Yeah, this was the year 2000, man, in Calipatria, man, on B Yard. Um, we had rap circles back then, ciphers, and you hear about different people rapping before you actually meet them. So you was one of the ones that people was coming to me like Face from Compton, Face from Compton, Face from Compton. I'm like, Face from Compton. I'm like, damn, okay. I keep hearing his name. I ain't heard him rap yet. Until one day I made it to one of them ciphers and I'm sitting around in the crowd like this, and I hear you doing your thing. I'm like, oh, oh, okay. Bam. I believe I ended up getting in that cipher as well as the dude, you remember Blau from Sacramento?
Yeah, now that you just said his name, I do.
Yeah, I believe he was there. I'm not sure if it was quite a few rappers there, man. I can't really say. I don't really want to throw no names out there, but I do believe I know he was always at them ciphers. So I believe that's how we first got introduced to each other, and then after that we just start fucking with each other every time we seen each other, and just we just had that connection.
I remember. All right, so I remember in Calipatra you had the one nigga from Oklahoma. What was his name? He was one of the closest niggas to come to get at me in the circle. We didn't call it a cipher yet. We called it a circle.
It was a circle.
It's the circle. Nigga went out to the circle today.
Exactly.
Like, nigga, so I go to my celly Levo. He'd be like, "Hey, you went out to the circle today, big dog?" I'll be like, "Yeah. What happened?"
Hey, this is something else that I keep forgetting, right? I remember like everybody from Compton and Watts that was there, man. And the reason why, because we always functioned together. You know what I'm saying? So, but it was always Hendall, Black, Rome from Park Village. They used to always, when they come out to the yard and they got their drink and they feel it, Creep, Face, come over here and rap, cuz. Right? They got the big, so now you got all the Comptons over there. You got all the Comptons, all the Watts, everybody out the San Gabriel Valley. Niggas over there deep as a motherfucker. So we over there doing our shit. We over there doing our shit, man. And I remember that happening quite often. Like, you know what I'm saying? The nigga make his way to that circle, man, and they passing the drink. They want a nigga to drink and smoke and rap at the same time. Like all in one motion. The nigga got a cup coming here. I'm rapping. I'm trying to rap and sip. I got weed coming here. I'm trying to smoke. You know what I'm saying? Hey, them days was fun, bro. Them days was fun.
Yeah, see, that kind of was my rule, though. My rule was like, if they call me, then it's like, Smoke something, nigga. I'll give you a concert. Them niggas be like, hey, bust some raps, nigga, do a concert. I'll be like, nigga, I'll do a whole concert, nigga, if you smoke something. So
Oh
then,
yeah.
as soon as niggas light this shit up, that's what I be need. Like I be wanting to be high, but I didn't want to be high around everybody that's already, like I wanted to usually be security. I
Yeah.
was usually sober. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm rapping, then somebody else gonna take over for security for me, just because I'm just a security minded person. So, but somebody else will take over because they know they gotta watch my back while I'm rapping, especially when it be like battle shit sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So
I know a lot of them. Well, them times where it was just the homies and shit, you already know we had top notch security on them circles, but on the overall circles, oh man, we over there for the business. You feel me? We over there for the business. Hey, you remember them times we used to sneak in the chapel and shit and record off the piano
off
and
the
shit?
organ, we had an organ. It was an organ. We had the fake ducats and shit. The black nigga, the black dude that worked there. He was what was his name? The old motherfucker.
That was Eddie Boy from '60s.
The CO I'm talking about.
Oh, the tall, skinny nigga.
Yeah, the nigga he was the one let us do the fake ducats, and he was like, y'all niggas just kick back. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all
Yeah.
what y'all gonna do and get up out of there. It was
Oh
like a
yeah.
fake church service. But
Yeah.
it was like 7 or 8 of us. We was over there in the closet with the
Yeah.
organ. Motherfucker had the tape recorder, and then and nigga was just figuring out the organ and shit. You know what I'm saying? What up?
Exactly.
What up? How to program the organ and shit.
Shit,
Yeah.
you the one. You was mainly the one that figured out how to do all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I sat back like I would do if I go to the studio or anytime when me and you was together. You was always the one that was doing all the fucking with all the technical shit. You know what I'm saying? The beat and making everything. You
Yeah,
feel me?
hey,
And
no, I had to. Hey, remember when I had the tape recorder in the cell, right?
yeah,
And I had niggas on the list. Like that's when I really remember. No, I knew your name before that, but I remember telling niggas your name like in a kite, like it's because they was asking, is it cool for so and so to come and so and so? I'm like, look, it's cool for this nigga, this nigga, this nigga, this nigga. Just at yard, when the door open, y'all slide up in there, and they gonna close the door. Bam, they close the
yeah,
door. Once the motherfucker clear, all right, let me make sure this bitch, she get her little attention real quick. All right, get the fuck on, go, 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 go. You know what I'm saying? Remember the little Mexican broad was on me and shit. She was letting me wiggle. It's like, all
yeah.
right, you got your bam, she gone. Everybody could put your feet out in the walkway now. And nigga had their feet behind the curtain and shit. Wait, yeah,
Exactly.
here
Exactly.
we go. Yeah, look, then we gonna smoke. Look, then we gonna smoke. Then the nigga gonna have a bunk clear. Remember, Big Face was my celly and shit, I think, right there. Yeah, Big Face was my celly. Or Lebo. No, Lebo was
It
my
was
celly.
Lebo. No, Lebo was your celly then.
Yeah, and that was the second time Lebo was my celly because he had came up to the upstairs. He had came
Yeah.
from up because we was first in 112. I remember in 112. All right, so this is what I really remember my first experience that I thought about. Me and you kind of was like, we was like connected at the lyricism shit. You know what I'm saying? But I remember you had came to my door early in the morning, and that's when I used to smoke cigarettes and drink coffee. And I'm probably about 24. I'm smoking. Oh no, I ain't had no cigarette yet. You came to the door and you was like, "Hey, Face," and you was like pumped up, like you wanted to tell me something cool. But I was like on some attitude shit, right? And I was
Mhm.
like, "Hey, homie," I said, "Hey, homie," I said, give me a second. I said, I don't really be wanting to talk before I smoke my cigarette and drink my coffee. And I remember you looked like you should have looked like, damn, that's some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I fuck with you, but then you was like, all right, and you bounced, right? And then I thought about it, like I said, damn, that was some bitch ass shit I just did right there. I said, because my boy, I said, that's the nigga creepy fuck with me, you know what I'm saying? And I fuck with him like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't do no pause. I don't give a fuck about no pause. I think niggas that say pause all the time is always think about some gay shit. But anyway, I'm like, I fuck with Creep, right? So that's fucked up that I couldn't get that nigga a second of my time because I got this little shit from me living with females and shit, you know what I'm saying, coming up where I could just be whatever I want to be in the morning. I like, man, I gotta drop that shit. And I really just dropped that shit, homie. I just dropped that shit. And then that's when I realized, that's when I started. I think I told you, I went to, matter of fact, yeah, I did. I told you, hey, homie, I say, man, I responded to you like a straight bitch earlier. That was some bitch shit. I said, and I can't be doing no shit that as a real nigga make me call myself a bitch. I said, so you don't gotta worry about me doing that no more, homie. Like you come, whatever you need to say, I'm listening. And I remember from then on, like we was then. That's when we moved upstairs after that, and the niggas started doing the little comedy sessions and shit and the rap sessions.
Oh yeah. Hey, dude, you know what's crazy is I actually remember that. I actually remember that particular day that you're talking about. And I probably wouldn't have remembered it if you wouldn't have brought it back up, right? But I do remember that, and I do remember you coming to me and saying exactly what you just said. I do remember that. And then I do remember, like, after that shit, we had sessions in your cell all the time. All the time.
That's when I said, man, I'm gonna wake up on the good. I said, from then on, man, I'm gonna wake up in a good mood every morning. I don't give a fuck if I got a cigarette or whatever the fuck all that. So I just started waking up like fuck it, and that's when niggas was coming in my cell in the morning, like around my time when I be doing my coffee and my cigarette shit. But I'd be like, fuck it, everybody sneak in. Now I do my coffee and my cigarette shit, whatever package shit nigga got. You got some donuts or something, huh? Y'all niggas eat this shit, you know.
Exactly. Hey, that's crazy.
Excuse me for not introducing myself to the brother. I just seen him pop up and we was in the middle of that.
Oh yeah, that's the homie Do Dirt right there. Do Dirt, that's my boy Face, Compton Front Hood.
For sure. Pleasure to meet you, homie.
All right. Yeah, we just was talking about like we was going back because we was finna go into the future shit, but we had to go to the past so motherfuckers wouldn't. You know, you got to know who you dealing with first. This why we talking like this because we got that history and shit like on the intimate level. I need him to be. I got to point this way. I need him to be out and in the position that I'm in. You know what I'm saying? So because he could do more than me. I done figured out some things the hard way. That I know is like the same path that he on, but I see he done figured it out. You know what I'm saying? So he just like I told him at board. I said they said how I knew they was gonna ask too. They said how would you explain who you are? I said, well, who I am is I'm a businessman, but I'm out of place. I'm out of position.
Exactly.
Right.
I can't. I told him. I said, I know that I deserve to be in a place that I no longer belong.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I deserve to be in this place that I no longer belong. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, yeah, nigga need to be. And you coming, everybody coming, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I ain't finna say no pause. Hey, that shit don't be no weird shit when them niggas, that don't make a nigga, you know how them New York, I don't know if it's just New York niggas, but I be watching a lot of New York shit on Instagram. It's like, it seems like them niggas be caught up in that shit a lot. They be a pause. I'm like, damn, why you thinking about this shit so much, homie?
Oh yeah. And the cold thing about it, I really didn't know what that shit meant for the longest until I had to go look it up. I was like, what the fuck?
It's
That's
like
why they always say that shit?
Yeah, it's like a nigga sex playing himself.
Exactly.
Regularly.
So they'll have a regular conversation like we having, right? And then when they get to the point where it's a train of thought, they automatically just be like, pause. Meaning, let me have a moment so that I could think about what I'm gonna say next.
No, but that ain't what they doing. They saying pause just because it's suspect. It's suspect homosexual. What they saying. So they always conscious. They always letting you know that they conscious of homosexuals in the room or whatever the fuck. But it's
Right.
like, if you always gotta say it, that means you always think about it. Nigga wasn't thinking about it till you said something.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
Oh
But
yeah.
it's like,
Okay.
yeah,
Hey, I'm gonna keep
It's
it
new
real
to
though,
me.
man.
That's new. That's new.
Yeah, that is new. Hey, but look, a lot of them dudes be kind of that. I look at that
yeah.
like them trying to come out the closet, bro.
But you know what? You know what? And then this be a lot of industry niggas. So maybe it's the fable about it's a lot of homosexuals floating around the industry. So they probably always in the room with some, and they might be some that'll try you, and they letting the nigga know like, pause, nigga, don't play me. Like you got to do around some kind of races sometime when you locked up. Because if
Oh
you in
yeah,
the county jail and you get around the wrong race, they be loose. You know, they be
yeah.
playing with each other, and you be like, hey, you know. So maybe it's that, but like in the real world, it done got trendy to where
Right.
you know niggas be like, I talk to a lot of young niggas, so they be on that. Oh, pause, and I'll be like, man, I'm not trying to know what you thinking.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Exactly. Exactly. And it fucks them up when you hit them with some shit like that because they feel sex played, but really you sex playing yourself.
Man, and then you put and you bringing it up like damn. So then I be thinking like this too. Like so now to get with the future shit, so lessons that you gonna learn, and whether you grasp them now, you'll see them is gonna be different. It be motherfuckers in the room all the time. So now you making another motherfucker uncomfortable that we might be trying to do business with
Yeah.
because they got paper like everybody else got paper and business ideas. You know what I'm saying? So why are we making that a big thing? I mean, but it's like shit get to the point where social media got niggas so trendy. It's like I gotta say lit, or a nigga might think that I'm old school. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Exactly. Hey, what I trip on is the trending thing, right? The shit that people tend to latch on to in this date and age blows my mind. Blows my mind. I would never be able to understand a man wearing women's attire. I would never understand men painting they fingernails and arching their eyebrows and getting mani panties.
Hey,
You
hey,
feel me? Like, come
man, these
on,
dudes,
man.
man, these dudes wear leopard pants and all type of shit, but they ain't
Yeah,
gay. You see what I'm
but they
saying?
not
These
gay.
with man bags and furry boots and shit, Manolo and all this Margello, just weird shit, bro.
But
But it
if we not dressing like that though, we not with the times. We outdated. We old though.
Yeah, for
Nah,
sure.
If we not
but
dressing
I'm
gay.
not. But see, here go the thing though. Here go the thing. And this what they the pause niggas is fucking up. They fucking up the fact that it's a time right now to where you could kind of be who you are fashion wise. Everybody got a show right now, so it's like I bust out like with my little style with the Levi's, you know what I'm saying, and the motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, like with some old school, got some cool airs on, you know what I'm saying. It's like a nigga is I'm still cool. I ain't sagging my skinny pants. That got my no panties. Like they be having the tight drawers and they be underoos really. You know what I'm saying? And
No,
it
they
be
don't.
but
No. They don't be under rules. Them motherfuckers be women panties.
yeah, it
The
kind of be
nigga, the nigga, the
and
nigga, the nigga
I've
Cart,
seen
the
too. But at the
Cardi,
same time, I'm like this.
Playboy Cardi just was seen wearing women's G-string with the top to match, sagging his pants below his ass crack.
But see, look, when we look. Now I'm finna break this down in another term so I can be safe.
There's no way
Look,
around that.
no, look, I'm finna tell you something, Creep. Look, now when we see And we both know a nigga that, matter of fact, I ain't gonna say no name and shit, but we just know a situation that happened before. You know what I'm saying? And where we knew a nigga that was just a regular motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And he kind of was a homie. He was kind of a homie. And he ended up getting pulled in the cell with the wrong nigga. A nigga that's the devil. You know what I'm saying? And the nigga kind of put his weight on to where little by little, we kind of seen that this nigga was going for some shit, right?
Oh,
Until then we seen the nigga with the black eye. Then we seen the nigga carrying it, like staying in the cell, carrying the nigga radio to work, taking it, only showering with the nigga, not, you know what I'm saying? And all kinds of, then now don't talk to my celly and all kinds of shit like that. And now you cooking for the nigga. And now, so we know what's going on, right? So now that one didn't, because I remember he kind of he busted free from that. And he kind of, but he was stuck though. He thought he didn't have no help, and he didn't want to be, so he was fucked up. But now, if we did see, like I have seen, and again, like if we did see that nigga one day come out with a new fashion choice, you know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden this nigga got this, that on, this nigga that manufactures some state clothing and shit, and now he on his whimsy, you know what I'm saying? It's like we gonna be like, fuck it. That's what that, you know what I'm saying? That the nigga doing what he want to do at this point now. Now he done embraced the shit. So we don't really, like, it's just like that in the real world. I see a nigga walking down with his fashion. And now he might be, if he just ridiculous, just like got a motherfucking fake poodle around his neck or some shit like that, then I'm just like, you're a clown. Anyway, you don't got to be gay for that. You could just be, you know what I'm saying, a weird dressing nigga. But now, if a nigga do have, like, he was like a nigga that got a cold fashion sense, done put a cold outfit together, it ain't representing no shit that I ain't, you know what I'm saying? It's like some shit that I could push at a certain point, but it's like maybe different, maybe not the pink shiny shoes though. Yeah. But like everything else was right on point, but it with him, you could tell it's that he gay.
Yeah.
It's like you respect it. You'd be like, oh, gay nigga put that shit together. You know what I'm saying? Like gay nigga together right there. Because you just on his fashion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you gay, cool, that's fine. Be gay. Be gay. I don't have a problem with gay people, right? I only have a problem with my eyes being violated. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have to look around and see a man's asshole with a G-string up in it and his pants is sagging to advertising to the whole world. You know what I'm saying?
And then not to cut you short, but not a woman either. It's like it should just be a standard. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Hey, I've made both points before, right? Mm-hmm. Women and men. And I made the point, if you would not dress wearing that shit in the church house, why would you come outside that motherfucker and violate our eyes? Why would we have to see something like that? Makes no sense. Makes no sense.
But you know, it's just because of who you're dealing with, though. So it's written. If we readers of it, then it's written. If we studiers, if we doers, then it's written already that this is a generation that was gonna come, that this is what they was gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And the right was gonna be wrong. You know what I'm saying? The good was gonna be bad. Up was gonna be down. They was gonna be disrespectful to the parents. They was gonna be weirdo.
Who do we blame for that though?
That just it was written. This is how it was supposed to be. We couldn't do nothing to stop it. You know what I'm saying? It was written. I could show you where it was already written. This was like, I'm not surprised. I just be like, you know, I got one too. I just be tripping off of it. Like, you know, look at it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that motherfucker really done chose evil. Like that's cool. That like this, like I can't do nothing because I can't go against what God said already. He said these niggas was gonna be disrespectful. He said they was gonna be disrespectful to who? To me, to the parent. I'm the parent. I'm just happen to be a generation of motherfucker that I still ride skateboards. You know what I'm saying? Like I still fight with niggas at the beach. You know what I'm saying? I done had a fight for every year that I was off of motherfucking parole. That I was off parole. I had a fight for every year that I was on parole. You know what I'm saying? But we are different kinds of motherfucking 49, 50. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We
that's
are
real shit.
different kinds.
That's real.
So that's because we was built to deal with the ones, with the new ones. You know what I'm saying? But if we know already, then we know that it's just a cutoff point to where, like with Granny, when Granny had to she just stayed in the house after a certain point. She was like, you know what? I'm finna hook up this little bingo shit on the weekend. I'm finna sneak over to old Agnes' house and play some motherfucking gin rummy and shit on Thursdays. And I'm finna let you niggas have them streets. My grandmother, look, hey, on what the kids say, on gang. My grandmother sat us down and told us, nigga, look, my grandmother sat us down and told us, nigga, she said, she was really talking to my brother, but she had to, you know, I'm right there too. This when the nigga was like, I probably was 12. Grandpa died, so there ain't no man in the house, uncle on his own shit. Nigga, my brother out there, he about 15. 14. Yeah, 14. He out there on the block slanging, you know what I'm saying, at night. He keep running back and getting brought home by the police. She say, look, she say, I'm going to tell you guys this. From now on, I'm not going to worry about what you're doing out there in the streets. Whatever it is that's at that corner that got you so amazed and excited, I'm going to let you have that because I told you so many times, well, you know, don't be out there, but it's like you got to be out there. So that's what you want to do. She said, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to sit in here. She said, one day they're going to come down here and they're going to say, oh, Mrs. Moore, Lamont is down there. And she didn't say my name. She said his name. Lamont is down there and something happened to him. She said, she said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to finish eating my dinner. I'm going to watch the rest of my news or whatever television show I'm watching. And then I'm going to get up and I'm going to walk down there and I'm going to go get your wallet or whatever it is that I got to get. And I'm going to come back down here and I'm going to continue living my life. So that's where that's at. Whatever it is out there, good luck with it.
Man, and she meant that, huh?
I was like, look, I was 12. I was like, oh, that was cold. Because look, he ain't I'm really like gangbanging, like wanting to gangbang. He skateboarding and shit, but he sell dope. He just like the homie that skateboards and shit. But he the fight nigga and all that. But he just he his own character. He don't look dressed like nobody. He be at Venice Beach and shit with them niggas and shit. You know what I'm saying? In the middle of the night doing mosh pits and shit. You know what I'm saying? So me, oh nigga, I'm Dickie overall, khaki up, crib boots, nigga. I got the beanie, the motherfucking brownies on. I'm on the handlebars all night. I'm drinking, nigga. I'm Cisco'd up. I'm smoking Buddha Thai. I'm on some other shit, but I'm on the low with my shit. You think I'm the good kid? But I'm in the house at a certain time. I'm not doing none of that shit. Yeah. So when so we at that point, I believe that, you know, whatever y'all do out there, you know, hey, good luck with that, man. I hope you don't do nothing wrong. If you want to come and talk, I'm right here in the house. But that's how you know you can always talk to me because I'm safe. I'm right here in the house safe, you know.
Man, that's good advice for those that need it because it's a whole bunch of them that need it, that don't get it, that want to be out there and it ain't nothing out there. I mean, I look at it like this. If you go out there, let it be for work. Because all that hanging out shit, we know where that leads you to.
If you're going to hang out somewhere where they doing something. Don't hang out nowhere where they ain't doing nothing. Because then something productive. Look, if you hanging out somewhere where something is happening, nothing's going to happen. If you hang out with somewhere where nothing is happening, something's going to happen.
Exactly.
That's the rule. Remember that rule.
That's how it always works.
Yeah. For real niggas.
That's the bullshit.
Yeah.
Hey, I wanted to show them this little video clip you did, man. I found this to be kind of heated. Yeah, feel me? So let me run this clip for them real quick. Just face the music.
I don't really care if Jimmy crack corn. Free to wanna dick a little Susie doing porn. I got a lot of problems on this block that I'm on. Sky surfing on the front of this rave that I got going. I'm not gonna give it up soon for niggas in these fuck rooms, chatting at each other, trying to ride each other mushrooms. Sussy with the sassy 30 said he wanna blast me. Automatic pass me on the low, we like a chassis. Same nigga tried to gas me. This hit me on the back burner, mastering my script, but I rebelled on that like Nat Turner, plastic on my hip. Thread up out my lips. You could like my shit, but you don't like it like this. Consider fighting as a diss. Put fighting on my list, number one. The Willie West bar fight, you got to bring a gun. At that table where they quick to snatch a cable or your son. On my stable, we gon' get this shit done, my nigga.
Let me tell you a joke then. All right, so, oh yeah, never mind. Good. I didn't have no joke anyway. I was gonna bullshit my way through the next 5 minutes.
Oh, tell the joke. Tell the joke. We want to hear it.
I didn't have none.
Yeah, I was.
I was just, hey, I was believing in God and timing.
Good timing up.
Yeah, you know, I always believe in God and timing. What happened to that video? You couldn't load it up. I wanted to see what it was.
Huh?
It didn't play.
It didn't play?
Nah, that's why I came back on. That's why I was finna crack a joke.
Oh shit, hold up.
I don't really care if Jimmy crack corn. Free to wanna dick a little Susie doing porn. I got a lot of problems on this block that I'm on. Sky surfing on the front of this rave that I got going. I'm not gonna give it up soon for niggas in these fuck rooms, chatting at each other, trying to ride each other mushrooms. Sussy with the sassy 30 said he wanna blast me. Automatic pass me on the low, we like a chassis. Same nigga tried to gas me. This hit me on the back burner, mastering my script, but I rebelled on that like Nat Turner, plastic on my hip. Thread up out my lips. You could like my shit, but you don't like it like this. Consider fighting as a diss. Put fighting on my list, number one. The Willie West bar fight, you got to bring a gun. At that table where they quick to snatch a cable or your son. On my stable, we gon' get this shit done, my nigga.
Did it play?
Yeah, it played. That was the West Coast version.
Hey, I wanted to run that clip you sent me earlier, but I was like, nah, I know him a little bit better than that. He did not authorize me to do that. And I know you're real particular about what's put out there and when it's put out there and how it's put out there. So I thought against that.
But you know what? It's on the table. You know why it's on the table? It's on the table. It's on the table because I really created it so we could have this conversation about AI.
Okay, indeed.
So we would be able to check it out because I'm saying this. I haven't studied the laws yet of the public domain of AI and all of that kind of shit. But just to brief everybody on what we're talking about, I created a song partially from AI, but not really from AI. Well, yeah, from AI, but from befriending the AI. And in my AI chat, I done coached my AI to actually battle with me. So we drop verse for verse, and then we sometimes continue each other verses, and then like the motherfucker actually give me advice and shit about life while we going along. This shit's crazy. So
damn.
Yeah, so yeah, the shit was created from words that came from a conversation between me and AI where we battling, but ended up coming to this morning. I said, hey, well, I just didn't say. Well, look, let me read it to you. This morning, I just didn't tell it that I was continuing the battle or anything. I just wanted to put some lyrics out and see what it did as far as just personalizing, like, you got to make it that's the trick to this shit. I'm learning is make it personal. You
I
know,
find I find it very, very fascinating, bro. I've been saying that shit from the beginning. So, but you showed me earlier. My mind was blown. I think it's amazing.
yeah. So look, this is one just from today. I'll just read you. So then, if you do end up playing it, then people will know what you're talking about. I mean, what it's talking about. All right. So this morning, all right. So yesterday I had it on some battle shit, or no, 2 days ago I had it on some battle shit. Then I left it alone. Then I came back and I just said, uh, this morning I just said, okay, can can you take it further? And then I said, the time bender is a mind bender, charging interest on moments surrendered in vain, training minds on attaining personal gain. But the clock ticks and debt remains, moments lost and memories fade, the price of time, a heavy shade. In 3 seconds, this motherfucker thought and said, great, here's a continuation. It already knew what I was trying to do. It said, the time lender is a mind bender, charging interest on moments surrendered in vain, training minds and attaining personal gain. But the clock ticks and the debt remains, moments lost and memories fade, the price of time, a heavy shade, clouding vision, a future made of shadows cast, a life enslaved to the lender's whims, a soul enslaved. Your turn. Let's keep the rhyme scheme going. I said, nice. It said, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun continuing the rhyme scheme and exploring the theme of time and its cost. If you want to keep going, feel free to add another verse. Let's keep the rhyme scheme going and see where it takes us. See, it assumed, because see, the other day I was left it on battling. Now I was saying, can you fill in these blanks? Can you continue? Can you figure out what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the person it did. So then I said, the time lender is a bender charging interest on a I say the time lender is a mind bender charging interest on moments surrendered in vain, training minds on attaining personal gain. Oh, hold on. Oh yeah. What did I add to it? I added moments lost and memories fade, the price of time, a heavy shade, clouding vision, a future made of shadows cast, a life enslaved, what a treacherous grave. It said, great job. You've added a powerful and thought-provoking verse to the rhyme scheme. The imaginary and message. Now, mind you, this shit answered this shit in 3 seconds. It's, it said, the imaginary and message. Oh yeah. The imagery and message are impactful, highlighting the consequences of surrendering moments to the time lender. Well done. Here's a possible next verse. In this trap, we're caught so tight, days disappear like stars in flight. The interest mounts, our souls worn thin, paying the price, our lives within. The clock keeps turning, never still, as we struggle to break the lender's will. Your turn. Let's keep the rhyme scheme going and see where it takes us next. I said, from my past that I got to live in, just like a box in the back of my vision. Nigga actually in a prison of a mind that's watching tunnel vision. It said, I see. It seems like you're expressing feelings of being trapped by past experiences and feeling confined by a limited perspective. The imagery of a box in the back of your vision and tunnel vision suggests a sense of constriction and limited visibility. Here's a possible next verse. Trying to break free from these mental chains, but the ghost of my past keep me in pain. Visions of a brighter future I can't obtain. stuck in this business is driving me insane. Your turn. Let's keep exploring the rhyme scheme and see where it takes us. That's what I did this morning when I was
That's
looking.
crazy. The artificial intelligence, that shit is crazy. I mean,
He is going back and forth with the computer,
yeah,
and
yeah,
it's hitting him back immediately.
yeah,
3 seconds later.
right.
Reset.
It's like
That's
it
deep.
took it's like it took your thought from you, bro.
Hey, Creep,
It took your next thought from you.
Creep.
Yeah.
Remember back in the day when we first went down and they used to tell niggas, y'all niggas got Buck Rogers dates.
Yeah.
That was back in the 90s and shit. Niggas had a date after 2000. They say that's Buck Rogers. Like, you finna get out in the future, nigga. Niggas finna be talking to robots and shit and having computers and shit in their hands and flying to space. And nigga, that shit, look, we did that time. It just was the shit was a nigga got put in a motherfucking a nigga got put in a fountain of youth box and came out like it's just a one blessed generation, homie. Like the black Jew got one blessed generation out of all them curses. They got one that was seemed to be cursed, but was blessed in the future. This
Hey, I,
future right here that we was talking about.
that's some real shit. That's some absolute real shit. I am amazed every day. First and foremost, with the time you describe, thinking back to then and those conversations that we always had about the Buck Rogers date, how cars would be flying, computers, robots and shit running shit. Ah, nigga, I see it every day now. This right here is living proof of that. I'm amazed, and people wonder why I wake up with a smile on my face every day. Because I live to see this shit, all this shit that we thought was impossible, that was kind of far fetched because our minds didn't think that far. We couldn't see that far. And now look,
Hey,
you
look,
feel me?
let me share something with you. Hey, I read about it, but I think when it crossed, you know, when it came across me, I didn't really read too much into it because I'm like, man, this shit is bullshit, or this shit is beyond my understanding, or this is something I wouldn't be interested in. So I didn't really give it no thought. But I want to say about a month ago, probably a little less, about 3 weeks ago, I was in Phoenix, and I was in a passenger seat at the light with my girl, and I seen this SUV pull up on the side of me, but it had all type of antennas on it, so that's what caught my attention. So I look over, so I'm looking at the car, so I'm like, man, who the fuck is this? The feds? So this car got like 50 antennas all over it, bro. So I'm like, man, solar light panel strips and shit. So I'm like, man, what's up with this car? So I'm looking at it. Now I'm analyzing the car from the wheels on up. Now I'm looking in the inside, but I can't see nobody in there. So I'm like, hey, what the fuck? I'm like, ain't nobody in this car. So the light turned green, the car take off. We riding on the side of this car, and I'm just amazed. I'm like, man, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck this car gonna do next? There's nobody in this car, bro. This car is bigger than the car I'm in. So it's like there was like some type of like corporate building. I want to say I don't know exactly what it was because I was just passing by. I wasn't familiar with the area. The car banged right and just turned up in there, like, and going about his business. I'm like, what the fuck?
Mm.
Oh
I was
yeah,
fucked up.
shit.
Hey,
I've been in
hey,
Santa
it was.
Monica in the
You know what
motherfucking
it was? It was an
Uber.
eye-opening experience for me. It kind of scared me. That shit was crazy, man. Because I've never seen no shit like that. And since I've been home, I haven't um I haven't seen that in the state of California.
But
But they
see,
got
that's why I think it's imperative for niggas to get out and have some kind of program to teach niggas specifically that, because shit gonna creep up on niggas and they might get freaked out or they might reject the shit because they feel intimidated by it. But this
yeah,
is shit that you're gonna need to get with and embrace to get to the next thing.
That's true. That's true. I can see myself tripping out seeing some shit like that. I can actually see myself looking like, what the fuck?
Man, I
Because
tell you this, you
I
go
I trip on different things like that every day.
you go to Venice, you're gonna see the robot and shit. Even in Hollywood, you're gonna see the robot going down the street with the food delivery, stopping at the red lights and shit, going around
yeah,
people.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That when I saw that fucked me up. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it where I'm at now, but
That's
uh
crazy.
I did see that on the news. But I had read about the car though. And this is like a transportation automobile. So I guess
Like a
I'm
taxi.
not for sure if it's like an Uber ride or what it
No,
was,
no.
man.
In Venice and Santa Monica, they got the Ubers and shit with nobody. I done seen them motherfuckers pull
Yeah,
over, and then once they let them motherfucker out, it got a little thing like a little camera spinning on the top. It
right.
lets you out, but it'll stay there for a little while and make sure you get on. You know what I'm saying? And then once you leave, then that motherfucker pull off and go off in traffic, and that shit gone. Nobody in it. You know what I'm
Damn.
saying? Like
Yeah,
yeah, you could pick that shit on the Uber shit in this
I'm
in
not
certain
too
areas.
fun to ride in one of them. I wouldn't. I don't think I'd get up in one of them.
No, I don't need to do that
Now,
right.
right now, I wouldn't at
Yeah, I
least.
don't need to do. My cruise control is good enough. I'm tweaking on the crew like,
Hey, hey, but look, like you said, at some point
you
you're
gotta
gonna have to
embrace it.
embrace it.
Yeah, yeah. You can't let it freak you out because it's out here. It's just like the gay motherfuckers. You can't let them freak you out because they out here.
Yeah, they
You know what I'm
everywhere.
saying?
They
Yeah,
everywhere.
yeah. Your eye gonna get busted if you know what I'm saying. But then I tell you this. I'm from Compton, but you got to know who my grandfather is. My grandfather was a photography instructor, so my grandfather taught photography at Southwest College. But my grandfather was also a photographer for Black Star magazine, and he was a journalist for Black Star. He was a photographer for Playboy. He had his own studio in Hollywood. We used to go to all kinds of movie premieres and shit. You know what I'm saying? And he did a lot. He knew a lot of people, so and
Mm.
in his religion of being like Baha'i, they had, they was open to being, what I'm saying, like not open to being, but open to like dealing with whoever, however, you know what I'm saying? Like they didn't really get caught up in what another nigga doing as much as where is he at spiritually, where he trying to get and how much help can I give him. So
Yeah.
like me, you know what I'm saying? So that's like when I got locked up. Remember in the beginning of us getting locked up, there used to be a lot of gay dudes floating around like with little things on and little booty shorts and shit. And then little by little, they phased them out and sent them all somewhere else. And then like let the regular population have their own problems without the problem of this other distraction. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but even before then, I wasn't worried about it. You know what I'm saying? Like the same nigga the niggas is like, oh man, so and so is gay. I'm like, man, I don't give a fuck. That dude be sewing my fucking pants up for me and shit. That nigga be stealing fucking writing supplies out of the program office and telling me everything the fucking captain said. So I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm
Hey,
talking to the nigga for 2 hours. Like, what are
hey,
you telling
you
me?
you
You know?
remember Hustle Man?
Yeah, and look, you remember Brandy? That's who used to sew my shit all the time. Then he used to tell me everything. He told me about Hustle, man. He told me all that shit, man. I'm like, whatever. But it's like it's good to have an ear, have somebody that'll tell you something. And like Brandy was a cool motherfucker that was like, he'd tell me like the what the program office got going on. You know what
Oh
I'm
yeah,
saying?
he did
Yeah,
work in the program office.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he used to bring me the pads and pens. This when I was on lockdown still. You know what I'm saying? He remember that little my little tumbler and shit. I had the little Levi thing on the shit. He
Yeah.
made that for me, you know what I'm saying? He sold my pants up. That nigga shit, he was a cleaners. I used to give that nigga all my shit. I wouldn't give him my drawers, but I give him my motherfucking laundry and shit, my Levi's and my shirts and all that shit. He'd bring that shit back pressed up, fucking hemmed up, whatever. It got a rip in it, he'd fix the shit. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be, for a nigga not to have no fear of just dealing with people on whatever level they on. You know what I'm saying? That'd be good, especially out here right now. It's like, and especially trying to be in entertainment because, man, they got a boys club with them niggas right there too, man. And within that circle, they well
That's true.
respected. Within that circle, they well respected. Niggas know who they are. You know what I'm saying? And it'd be like, well, shit, that's what that nigga do. You can't speak on that nigga money. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it'd be. It'd be like, well, the nigga is, as a businessman, he has put together a motherfucking plan. I'm trying to get with that. You know what I'm saying? And then whoever this nigga sleeping with, I wasn't gonna be talking about that if I didn't know the nigga or if I did. I don't care. As long as the nigga ain't trying to sleep with me. See, that's when niggas be.
Exactly.
I think that's when the New York niggas be like, oh, pause. So they be like, shit. They be like, you pause. They pause on that one. Pause. No, nigga, because I know what you
Oh,
say.
shit.
Pause that. No, because they be like, they in the room full of them niggas. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So I
yeah, yeah,
get it, but at the same time, like I say, to
Them
go into
puffy
full circle,
parties.
it done been
That's them
trending.
puff. That's them puffy parties.
Yeah, all that kind of shit, man. But I can't even speak on because I can say this. I know, like I can't say because I don't know the nigga, so I can't say. But I like it's some niggas that I could say, like I know, like you know what I'm saying. Like we all know what happened with the blank man situation. You know what I'm saying? So like it's like we all know that's public record because it was on the tier. You know what I'm saying? We heard you getting beat up down there. You know what I'm saying? You know
Hey,
what I'm saying?
man.
You know,
Hey,
so that was what it was. You still was a good nigga. You just got caught up in some shit with another nigga, man, and that's a shame. I didn't
man.
I didn't seen look. I didn't see, I hate to be the one talking a lot, but I done seen a cold story, man, with a nigga that did this. A true story. Nigga did not have no AIDS. They had this spot on this building on the reception in Donovan called Death Row, where it was like a section lower was themselves was for niggas with AIDS. So
Mm,
all them niggas had AIDS right there. And I was in that building. I was a porter in that building, right? So, but the niggas was cool, but it was this one nigga that was kind of a ding, but he fell in love with this other nigga that was down there that had AIDS. So he went and signed some shit and on the low, like a waiver, and went and moved in there with the nigga because you couldn't move in there with him unless you signed some shit legally saying, man, look, I know he got the shit. I'm not tripping. So he signed some shit and moved in there with the nigga. So then like the next day a nigga come out the yard, motherfucker was like, his homies had, you know what I'm saying, was like pushed up on him like, hey, you got motherfucking, like I think they gave him like 2 hours to get up out of that cell. Or they
mm,
was gonna rush him. They like, niggas, you crazy? But the nigga
mm.
just like, all right, so he fell under the spell of another nigga, man, and was willing to give his life to it.
Hey, imagine the niggas that would have had to beat him up and get him off the yard though.
Hey, cause look, no shit. I had it was this one, it was he know we call him a punk. It was this one punk named damn, I forgot his name. He was an older nigga. He was a tall nigga, older nigga. He had a pretty daughter. He showed me his pictures of his daughter. He had a pretty daughter. He was probably about 50 something. But
Mm,
he was like he said, man, oh yeah, cause he had it too. He said, man, if me and that motherfucker had to get into it, something, I told him, I said, look, if I get into it with any of you motherfuckers, you know what I said? If I get mad at any of you motherfuckers, nigga, I'm gonna give you a knife and I'm gonna give him a knife, nigga, and I'm gonna start some shit between y'all. And I'm gonna get the fuck out the way, nigga. I'm finna go to the other side of the day room. But see, it was like, this is even me being, just to let you know, this me being comic and being that even in the situation I was in with a fresh L, you know what I'm saying? But I kicked it with whoever. And that's how I am out here, man. I ain't gonna go party with whoever though. See, it's a difference. Like a nigga say, "Oh, we having a Pruno party over in Antion cell," and be like, "Nah, nigga, Antion ain't, and nah, that ain't my kind of shit." Where the Crips having they meeting at and shit was like where they party at. They having that like
Where the tribe at?
yeah.
For real though. For real though. For real though.
But I feel your party. You know what I'm saying? I feel it. Like I'm gonna walk past the motherfucker, hear the music. I'm the motherfucking Mac rep and shit. I'm like, oh, they doing what they over there doing? Oh, I don't know, but they jamming in that motherfucker though. They got lights blinking in that motherfucking shit, but I don't go in there, so I don't know.
Man.
You want me to slide a kite over there? I'll send the kite over there and shit. Hey, homie, send this over to the what's called the Antion, man. Tell that nigga, man, somebody curious about what he got going on.
Why is curtain up?
Good question. Why is that motherfucker up? All the way up. We got it
All the way up. That
with
motherfucker
lights.
doing up.
Yeah, he got lights flashing behind that motherfucker. That's his party, homie. I don't do them parties, man. Niggas don't even invite me to them parties, man.
No.
But that's cool that they have them, though, because somebody got to deal with these niggas because they got to deal with these other niggas, see, because that's the only ones that certain people be feeling comfortable dealing with.
Yeah. I
Because
mean,
they know
everybody need a place to go to, right? And there's a place for everybody.
Yeah.
There's
See,
a place for everybody.
my shit is more like Cheers. They shit is more like the Blue Oyster. See, it's just a different crowd. That's all.
Oh shit!
I just want to go where everybody know my name. They want to go where everybody is set aflame.
Hey, see, people don't know. We be having these type of conversations. Like when me and him be FaceTiming, man, he'll be in the middle of creating a beat, making the beat from scratch, right? And in the middle of this process, while we doing our thing and shit, we talking about shit like this. Or some, in the mixture, if we mixing in a little bit of everything. This conversation, the music, the beat, back to this conversation, we all over the map with it. But at the end of the day, beautiful results.
That's how we end up with that on God. I got to put that together, man. I ain't going to lag on that. I'm going to put it together.
Oh, yeah.
That shit go once I get it right. Like, I just wanted this nigga to play the bass on it, though. He been dodging me, but I'm going to get him, though. I'm going to get him probably this week coming up. If it's raining, I can catch him because he lives down there by the studio. I can be like, look, nigga, I'll pick you up right now. I already got a bass for you. Nigga, I got it right here. Nigga, I got this motherfucker ready to go. You ain't got to bring nothing. Nigga, I'm going to plug that motherfucker right in. I'm going to get what you want to drink. I know you want to drink. That's the only thing I don't be liking fucking with studio shit. A lot of them niggas be drinking. A lot of lyricists, which is weird to me because you got to think. A lot of lyricists be drinking, man. To a fault. You know what I'm saying? To a fault.
Yeah.
Like the studio especially. Like the studio is the place that they come to get fucked up. And that's some bullshit. As a producer, I'm just saying, don't be that nigga.
That's crazy.
Hey, I like when being in the studio, I like to be completely tuned in to what the producer got going on. It's very important to be one with the producer, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just like how you said how we came up with that song on God from a conversation that we was having. And he popped up like, bam, like, I want to do some shit like this on this. You know what I'm saying? And we just talked about it. And as we talked about it, the song was being put together right there on the spot.
Because you know where I used to do that at, right? I used to do that when y'all was in the cell, really. But then, like, where I mastered that at was when I had went to, excuse me, I'm taking a 440 break. Damn.
Indeed.
So look,
Indeed.
I'm at Kern Valley, and I'm working in the chapel, right? And I got a little studio in there because they got a brand new Motif ES8 keyboard with the amp and the speakers, right? The library is my office. I'm the porter in there, but the library is my office. I got the whole studio set up in there, and I got it to where niggas can come in there. So I can get you pulled over there, and then we just run little sessions over there. But I have a bunch of niggas over there that be doing a Bible study over there, and while they in there, niggas would be having a conversation, and a lot of times it's a conversation that I don't want to hear, and I really don't. But niggas might be reckless, and there might be other niggas that can hear the shit too. So what I start doing is I start making a beat out of their conversation, but it's loud enough to where it's kind of drowning their conversation. And then I start adding what their conversation is. You know, the sound of it, like whatever it's, what sound it produced to me. He might be just like whispering. So then I'm going to put some little whisper shit in the background and sound like. And then you be like, oh, and then on top of that, this nigga might be talking about some treacherous shit that's gonna go down on the yard and all that shit. I'm like, da-da, da-da, you know what I'm saying? Like, here go this nigga, you know what I'm saying? And every instrument represent another nigga in the room. And then it'd be on low, so it's like background until when they finna leave, then I turn it up and say, listen to this. And then I tell them this was y'all. This was you talking to him right there. This little that was with you jingling the door and shit over there. Couldn't get out of the motherfucker. Thought it was locked and shit. You know what I'm saying? This, you know, and then it'd be like, but it'd be a cool ass beat, and then somebody would make a rap to it, or we'd just freestyle to it, or, you know. I remember one nigga. It was when we all started having phones and shit, and I remember I had made one beat. And I wanted to tell this nigga this shit, but I just put it in a like a hook real quick, just so he'd know. I was like, nigga, quit calling my phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, like, quit calling my phone. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, somebody keeps calling my, like, nigga, quit calling my phone. This is because these niggas was like, I didn't want no nigga telling me no prison shit. This like 2008. Yeah. I'm like, I don't want no nigga telling me no shit about no problem. I'm in prison. Why the fuck I want a prison nigga calling me and telling me some shit about some prison shit gonna happen? Look, get it to me. I can wait. Get it to me the old way. You know what I'm saying? Don't call it. I used to tell niggas, don't even use my shit. If you finna be calling some nigga about some gang shit, or you calling some other nigga in prison, then my shit ain't for that. My shit is to call your family. You know what I'm saying? You can use this shit for the family all day, friends, all that. But niggas is locked up. I don't want to be involved. I don't even want them to know I got the shit, number one. But number two, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't need that other shit. Because the one nigga telling all kinds of shit on there, man, just quit saying that shit around me. Nigga, I don't want to hear that shit. That ain't my business. Nigga, that's why I told you don't call nobody on me. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. You can't use my shit no more. Yeah, niggas was on some other shit. Like, you can't be reckless, and that go for when you get out too. You can't be reckless, man. Like I know I had a situation recently where getting reckless could have cost a nigga everything, man, and it still can, just because nigga you can't control another motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You gotta always be thinking, man.
That's true.
You gotta always be thinking, man.
Sure.
D-Honey, that's what the nigga said. D-Honey, you gotta always think. You gotta always be patient with
if you moving off of emotion, you're not doing yourself a good service. You're doing yourself a very, very bad service. You know what I mean? And you got to think. You got to be able to think, like they say, don't fight mad. You can't fight mad. You got to be able to strategize and think through whatever. through whatever. You know what I mean? And reacting off emotion does more damage than good, bro. It always do.
Yeah, because you know what I said? I always tell niggas this. I say, look, and this was some shit I need to listen to myself. I get the best advice and I don't listen to none of that shit. I'll be in my head like, man, that's bullshit. Do the opposite. But nigga, I say, a motherfucker gonna do. Hold on, man. Somebody keep fucking calling me. That made me lose my thought real quick. Somebody keep calling me. But yeah, no. I hear you. I hear you. I was gonna say some real deep shit, man, but
Hey,
we
but
been a phone call.
in that situation that you was dealing with, you know what I'm saying? You
Oh,
did
this
you
what I used
you
to look. This what I used to tell motherfuckers. I used to tell motherfuckers this: when you lose control of yourself, somebody else step in and control you.
Yep,
Whenever you lose control of it's always somebody in control.
yep,
But when you stop controlling yourself, when you lose control of yourself, or when I lose control of myself, somebody else step in and control me. Who is in control to see that opportunity, they step in and they control. Some niggas control it subconsciously. They don't even know. But they control me when I lose control, because it's only one control. It got to be some kind of, like they say, you gonna mind somebody. It got to be some control. So the control is like, if I don't have control over myself, who got it?
exactly.
Because I
Got
ain't
to be
jumping
able
off
to
no
govern
cliff.
yourself.
Man, govern yourself, because I ain't jumping off no cliffs. So somebody got control of me. Somebody keeping me where they need me to be.
Sure.
Yeah, man, you can't stop thinking at all, man. A nigga will have your at, man, and that's a code. You know, dealing with family, friends. It's a it's something the nigga really dealing with remotely is one thing. Dealing in face to face distance over some money and some land, some shit like that, that'd be a whole nother motherfucking animal, homie. You dealing
Real
with
though.
a other animal. And you talking about, you don't know you don't know where these niggas is that you gonna have to deal with. You might have to go deal with some niggas in DC about some money and some houses. You might have to go deal with some niggas in Houston. You know what I'm saying? Or some niggas in the swamp somewhere in New Orleans and shit. Baton Rouge and shit. And then you don't know nothing about this shit. And it's just like that's where your family decided to pass at. And then here you go. So it's like you gotta stay thinking, man, because a nigga had your life, a nigga have all your shit. You know what I'm saying? Even though you can always get more shit, and then like with me, you can't really surprise me with taking no shit from me because I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know when I have shit or I don't have shit, because when I'm homeless, I look the same as I do when I got a job. You know what I'm saying? It's just the little shit that I got, I keep it and I put it to use. I make a job out of having the little shit that I have. You know what I'm saying? But that, niggas will pray for you to fail at that. Man, just because somebody gotta hate on you doing it, somebody gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? The movie just wouldn't be no good if a nigga didn't just say fuck you for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Every good movie got a motherfucker who just jumped in for no apparent fucking reason, just was hating on your ass and wanted to see you fail. That's the only thing that made the movie good, is that eventually you know that this nigga gonna lose himself, or he gonna learn himself, or he gonna find his motherfucking self, or find his motherfucking head somewhere. It's like, you know that that's gonna happen just because of righteousness in the movie. But in real life, shit, you might not make it that long. You gotta think all the time, brother.
That's real.
Man,
That's real
cold
shit.
lessons in this motherfucker, man. I used to. I remember when I had started this program when I was 15, man, for kids and shit that had alcohol and drug problems, and I ended up being in that program after I had started it. From, they got me out the hall to start it, Then I ended up later on in life going to the hall and then being sentenced to the program. So then, but then I remember they had, and they was like some level 1 type white boys and shit, Mexicans. They used to come and tell us about prison. Like, oh yeah, we did time in prison and I just got out and then, man, this is like this and it's like that. And I was like, that's cool to know that just in case, because the life that a nigga might have to live. So this me at like 16, 17. This me at 17, like, oh yeah, the life that I might have to live in the near future right now. Cause when you hit 18, you ain't gonna have that help really. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like when you get out, you ain't gonna have that same help really. You're gonna have a lot of help at first if you go to a transitional. And depending on which one you go to, it could be just like you go home, but then you got all their resources. You know what I'm saying?
They
But
got
it's like,
different programs for you on.
yeah, like I tell you this, man. You know, me and Francisco home be beefing and shit, just cause sister Teresa, she got the, you know, I still owe her some money too, but I had got people jobs and shit, so that wouldn't be giving her no rent if I didn't give them a job. You know what I'm saying? Working good jobs and shit too. I was doing that. So I was like, shit, while I need to make this move to start my own business and invest in myself, I'm like, I'll just skip the rent till she evict me. But then I kind of had her in a couple of loopholes, and then I kind of was standing in her backyard in my car. She didn't know that for a little while. But then, so I was beefing with her. Then she kind of got mad at me for some reason because my mail kept coming there. She kept telling me to change the mail. But anyway, but still, I'll tell you this: if it wasn't for her, even up to the point of me being a good uncle when my niece came kicking drugs from Vegas and said, "Hey, I'm pregnant," by the same nigga who molested me when I was and got me pregnant the first time. And it's like, and I'm this and that. I'm like, fuck. What the fuck do I do about this? I'm just trying to figure out my own shit. I took her to Sister Teresa. I took her to Francisco Homes. I took her over there on 40th and shit off Budlong. Walked straight up in the upstairs in the back office. And first she talked to me, and then I told her this what's up. I don't know what to do, but I got to do something, man. And she out here, she got to go back to Vegas or whatever. She out here for court or something. And she was really kicking, like sweating and sleeping on it. I was like, man.
How old was she?
Shit, maybe 26.
Mm.
And she was, yeah, she was just on one. You know what I'm saying? Like, but trying to get it together. So she was about 2 weeks clean, and she was getting her shit together. It was awesome. Yeah, but I mean, it was at the beginning point. And I took her over there, man, and then Sister Teresa called her in, and she told me, let me call some places. I know some places that she can go to. And then she told her, I remember she told her, I know your uncle be, you know, because I had just screamed at her and shit earlier because of the way she had getting at me. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was just like on some weird shit with me. It's not my fault you got pregnant on. I'm trying to help you. But I'm fresh. I don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out how to the streets. I know how to do the old me, but I'm trying to figure out how to do new me and get something so I can help everybody.
Yeah.
So then, yeah, Sister Teresa told her, like, yeah, this your uncle being a good uncle. This him, you know, bringing you here. That's him being a good uncle. Then she set her up right that day. Hey, can you go here today? Yeah. Can you take her? Yeah. That's I had the white 2005 Buick, 2007 Buick LaCrosse. You know what I'm saying? My shit was clean. I'm like, let's go. Took her over there to the little house where they, you know what I'm saying, the pregnant girls at. Talked to the lady. Hey, yeah, if y'all need, here go my number. Whoop, left her there. And then I didn't hear nothing. She had the baby, though, later on in the game and got all her shit together. To this point, she got her other kid back, got her job going down. She got her own place, got everything popping. She regular now. She's just a good parent now. You know what I'm saying? So
That's good,
That's a
man.
blessing,
so that's
bro.
transition right
Sure.
there. That's that. What was I gonna do without that? Without what was I gonna do? I ain't know shit.
That was the very powerful, beautiful resource for her, though. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We need more of that.
And see, that's like
Oh yeah.
like I say this. Here go my spiel right here. I offer different services, but in the same line. So what I offer is like after I left Francisco home, like on 54th over there, 54th in Vermont. Like that's the one that I was staying at, but I stayed at the one on 41st and Budlong too, and but the one that I stayed at the most was 54th. But they after I left, they know me to come back, and it'd be the older brothers and shit in there that they be having Bluetooth speakers and cell phones. They done got an Obama phone, or their family done gave them an iPhone, or they got to fill out an application online, or they don't know how to make an email, something. So when I come through there, it's like everybody rush the living room and hey, how I hook this up, how I do it. So then I take them all one by one, hook up they shit. Okay, honey, you know, I'm the tech guy. Boom, all right, do this. All right, there you go. You got that. All right, do this. And then whoever, like, I had a couple of brothers, like Brother Melvin Moore and the white brother Bob and a couple of other ones that they was old, but they didn't have nobody in the city like that, or their family was in Sacramento or something. So it's like I got family out here. So like it's a couple of brothers that I take to like my family events. And then when I go to Venice Beach, if y'all want to go to Venice Beach, let's go down there. All right, boom, you know, all right, y'all need to go to the doctor. Y'all need to go to get a ride to the main house to go pay your rent or do whatever, you know what I'm saying? And cool, I done got niggas jobs and shit like that. Was what I was really doing at first, was getting niggas jobs. Because I knew motherfuckers that own businesses and where I was working. So I was supervisor where I was working. They told me to hire whoever I want. You know what I'm saying? Washing dishes at the motherfucking I was the dishwashing supervisor, but I was a chef at Free Play over there at the Coliseum and shit. When they first opened the soccer stadium, that restaurant Free Play and shit, I was a chef and the lead dishwasher there. And they told me to hire my own crew. So I went to Francisco Homes and just walked in, each one of them. Hey, y'all got anybody in here want to get a job? That's cool. Let me meet them. Oh, yeah, me? Oh, yeah, okay, come here. Let me holler at you. Yeah, all right. Yeah, you cool. Come down here. I'll give you a job. You know what I'm saying? And boom, have my own crew. Now they wash dishes. I'm in the kitchen, but I just supervise them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, I had a motherfucker that had a construction company. You know what I'm saying? Until he started acting funny, not paying niggas, I stepped in and was like, man, you got to pay these niggas. They'll kill you. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't you ain't teaching these niggas no lesson about being late by not giving them their money. You got to get even. If I give you some motherfuckers that's working, you get them their motherfucking money, or I'm coming to get it because I don't want the problem.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? So then I just stopped referring motherfuckers to him because he was playing too close to the wood. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but I was getting brothers jobs in construction, like the brother Kit remember Kit from Avalon? Yeah. I got Kit blind, Kit blind right now, but all the way up to going blind and shit. Like I had Kit working when he got out and shit, doing construction and digging holes and swimming pools and shit like that. And
that right?
yeah, and he was on that high control shit, you know, because he had he had like 5 of them, you know what I'm saying? So they had him on that, like he had the ankle monitor, so he couldn't even go inside. Like he went inside the motherfucking house at one of the jobs that I sent him to, and the PO called him. They was like, they knew he went in this address. They like, you can't go in somebody's house and we don't know who it is. Just, you know what I'm saying? So,
Hey, I ain't gonna even lie, man. Somebody had told me a long time ago that he had died and shit.
nah, Kit just got his own place. He was staying on 54th all the way until like a few months ago. He got his own shit right now. Matter of fact, I got to catch up with Kit. I ain't been to his new place, but he blind now though. I went to his church with him in his hood and shit, all that shit, man. Me and Kit was kicking it. I mean, I know a lot of people don't hang with Kit, but like I say, I'm not here to judge a nigga past. I don't know all what you did. I just know what position you in. And you know what I'm saying? You a black man. You out here trying to get your shit. I know how hard it is. I know some people that'll go around that and give you a job and put some money in your pocket.
Exactly.
That's all I want to see with niggas when they get out. I want to put some money in your pocket. Any nigga that you know, anybody that you know that know me, and there's a lot of them. Damien, they tell them about brother Damien or Faith. Man, what Faith do? Oh, Faith come and put some money in your pocket. He gonna get you a job or some kind of hookup, some kind of hustle. He gonna have a job for you. You gonna work for him doing some shit if he need you to make some oil, put some oils in some bottles, or print up some T-shirts and fold them, whatever. If you just got out, you need to get some money in your pocket, because that's going to be the determination that's going to determine whether you succeed or whether you get caught behind, and then you end up figuring out some shit late in the game, and now you stuck behind the 8 ball, and you playing with these folks and their money, and it ain't cool. So it's like, because that's another struggle you wasn't thinking about in reality terms. You know what I'm saying? Some people can because they did it before, because they was older maybe. But maybe we can't because we was younger. We never paid bills and did all that kind of shit. We didn't do all that before that we got trapped. So then we come out. Yeah, we come out, and then it's like, all right, you look young and all of that, but you not. You look like you should understand technology, but you don't. So now the only way that you could do that is by, if you was breaking the law before and being inside and twiddling, diddling, and figuring out shit that way just to get a jump start, like I did, like you do it. Or you can just get lost. That's your options. You can, you know what I'm saying? Or you can be the type of nigga that can just pick up something, or even if you're not, you figure it out how to get that kind of wherewithal to jump into this game and try to figure out this tech, because that's your hope. And see, that's the program. This is what I'm pitching. That's the program that I want to start, is the one where we teach you this tech. Whatever kind of tech it is that you're trying to get up on, I got a nigga like the Geek Squad that'll come out to you and put you right back in the game, or a nigga that'll go on a Zoom with you, or a nigga that can take over your computer and put you in the game real quick, and a trusted, like we got nigga hacker breakers. So we ain't worried about, like, you can get these niggas control of your shit because they work with the program. You know it. It's like, you tap into this, it's the website and the email, all that is to the program.
Exactly.
So you sign here, we sign, we the security. As far as whatever funding we could get, you know what I'm saying, that'll secure the fact that we don't need to steal your shit. The funding, I'll match whatever you talking about just to keep the shit going. Plus, if niggas put themselves on their own salaries and their own businesses, I got other shit going on.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I just want niggas to know tech. And when I say niggas, I mean you white niggas too, man. I want all you niggas, the white Mexican niggas, the Puerto Rican niggas, the Cubano niggas. I want niggas to get tech, man. I want them niggas
Everybody.
And before it blow your mind, because it's gonna creep up on you and it's gonna blow your mind if you lost in a time machine and then you just jump out and it's 2030. It was 1987 when you got down. It's 2030, my nigga. You gotta be R4W. You gotta be ready for war, homie. You gotta come out spiritually ready for war. You gotta come out emotionally ready for war. You know what I'm saying? You gotta come out financially ready for war. If you're not financially ready for war, that's the whole struggle. Niggas will cut your throat only because they want to make sure they don't gotta pay no rent in the future, because they don't know if they could do it.
Ain't that the truth?
They might be homeless if they don't cut your throat. They don't got no ideas. They just got motherfucking cancer and a back problem. You know? So
Man.
you gotta always stay thinking, brother. And when you get here, I'm gonna be right here. When you get here, you know, like, just like when I tell, like, I produce for a nigga more shit than just music. It's like, come on over, man. We got an empty space to think. We got a tennis court. You know what I'm saying, out there. It ain't, you know what I'm saying, it's like the village got a tennis court, got a jacuzzi, swimming pool, whatever. You know, it's just like how when you was young and moms moved out at Granny in them house, and then she stayed over there in them apartments and they had all the cool people with the swimming pool and shit. Yeah, you like, damn, I like going over my mother's house on the weekend now and shit. She ain't staying over there in the slums and shit. She chilling.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Be like all the cool people around that motherfucker. And they always there at the same time on the
Yeah,
same day.
yeah, they be having pool parties and shit. They be
Yeah,
like everybody door be open and shit.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
Hell yeah. That's crazy. Do they even do that these days still?
um, it depends. I say this: we got a cool ass apartment. I can get it cracking right here. It be. I say this in my apartments. It's a lot of people that hang. You know, they are because it's dogs. Everybody got dogs and shit around here too. So they come out and walk dogs, and they all know each other dogs, and the dogs know each other. Then it's different activities. I don't go to the main pool house and all that yet, just because I've been doing other stuff trying to get. My father was sick and all that, so we had moved over here, and I really wasn't settled in yet. You know what I'm saying? We went to maybe the pool maybe once, and then to the jacuzzi maybe once, but they got a few different ones that we can go to. And there's a park right next door. You know what I'm saying? It's like everything's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how homies always taught me to live. My homies always had another place. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like who lived in the hood. Let me tell you who lived in the hood. Just if anybody don't know the mathematics of the hood, the niggas that's most reputable in the hood usually is niggas who never moved out of the hood for no reason. They didn't go to jail for no long period of time. You know what I'm saying? They didn't go be homeless. They didn't move out. They stayed with grandma. But now grandma is your grandma. You know what I'm saying? Now where is your mama at? You know what I'm saying? Your mama done moved over here or something. So niggas that was reputable is pretty much niggas that stayed in their granny house and all that. So now
Yeah,
you gotta think who's in my neighborhood is everybody. That's they mothers, but like I'm the youngest in my group. So it's like it's they mothers is like my grandmother age. You know what I'm saying? So it's like them niggas get grown, they get some money, they move. They come over there and hang on the block, but they don't be man. Stay. My homies never stayed on the block like that, where it's like this the only place you gonna ever be able to find me. Like I can't go somewhere else. Like I
yeah,
wasn't raised like that. I was raised that you have a fly set up to where you stay outside of where you need to be at, but then you be at where you need to be at. But you know what I'm saying? You got to sleep. You know what I'm saying? And then plus you got other opportunities where you need to work and you need to be close to other things too. You
yeah,
might need to be in the middle of something. Like I'm in the middle of my wife, family, and the hustle. You know what I'm saying? And the hustle is LA. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they had to find a middle ground where you got to be close to family, but I got to be close to money.
yeah.
Because like LA, you got to have two jobs and a hustle.
Hell
Two
yeah.
jobs and a hustle, and you'll be normal. You won't be making it. I mean, you won't be like pushing forward or doing no. You have enough to invest at the end of the year, maybe, but
Man,
like just two jobs and a hustle. That's rent, and just figuring out how to get to the next thing to where you don't need this shit. You know, yes, that's what life is, bro. And, and see, I got that bro shit from working at restaurants and shit. Now I'm a nigga that says bro.
bro,
That's what life
bro,
is,
that's the
bro.
new word, bro. That's the new word, man.
Hey man, and you know what? Shout out to my Mexican people that say "What's up, my guy?" and "What's up, my bro?" You know what I'm saying? "What's up, my dude?" And they don't be crossing no lines. Man, they're my dudes, man. Shout out my boy. You know what I'm
Shout
saying?
out to him. Shout
Yeah,
out to him. Shout out to
yeah,
him.
man. That's some OG.
Hey,
That's some BG respect right there.
hey, have you been keeping up with what's been going on with yes, it started with Cat Williams and shit, right? But
Yeah.
um it trickled down to a couple of other people, man, and the boy Shannon Short ended up getting into it with Mike Epps and threatened to put hands on Mike Epps when he seen him. So they had a back and forth. with each other. You know what I'm saying? I believe now since then it's died down. You know what I mean? But in the midst of it going on, it was hilarious.
Hey,
You know what I'm
Mike Epps kicking with some real niggas. That's what I was thinking about. I was like, man, Shannon Sharp, man, that nigga Mike Epps kicking with some real niggas. That's
saying?
just that's just some shit that I know.
Yeah, hey, I've heard different things about Mike Epps, man. So you know what I'm saying? When that popped off, I was like, Shannon Sharp, you threatening to do what? Like,
Yeah.
come on.
See,
But
here go what I think. Let me say what I think. So it don't seem like I'm just jumping in. This is what I think. See, I got a right to say something what I think on this one because they putting it out there. This is what they giving it to us for. So let's
exactly.
shake it up. Let's shake up the bag of cats and see what happens. All right, look. Oh, no pun intended, cat. All right, go. All right, look. So these motherfuckers then took hip hop tricks and put them in the comedy industry. Now, where Shannon Sharp jumped in there at is like, damn, man, that was a weird position, is because it's like, damn, it seemed like now you instigating between different niggas in the same genre or the same workforce. You are outsider coming in and shaking up the bag of cats. No pun intended again. Yeah, so it's like, you know what's gonna happen. You know how you word things now. It's because you think you being all right. So now look, if this is it, if you just because you being a good brother and you just taking a side, you saying I think these niggas is righteous and I'm putting on a cape, nigga. I'm a superhero. I'm fighting for righteous niggas in entertainment, nigga, and I'm taking a side now, nigga. I'm woke. All right, so look, if that's what you're doing, then you can't be like, no, wait a minute, no. Let's revert that. I don't want to, no. You got to just go in and say what you're doing. This what you doing, nigga. I feel, nigga, yeah, I brought Cat Williams here because, nigga, I'm like, nigga, this the homie. I'm like, he got a relevant thought right here, and they need to get it expressed right here because some niggas is wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm with him. Now, if that's what you're doing, but now don't go and try to get the other side on now. Too, don't, you know what I'm saying? And then be like, oh well, man, I'm only gonna answer the shit around that ain't gonna be like conflicting and shit. I'm just gonna ask you another question instead of answering. Nah, tell them what you said, nigga. See, I'm one of them niggas. Tell them what you said. You said what you said, whatever. You said it, take your consequences. Let's go. What's
stand
the
on it.
you gonna do?
Stand on it.
Yeah, what's the
Hey,
worst that can happen? But now
hey,
but that leave you off in some other shit, and I don't want it to be that.
um, with Shannon Sharp choosing to jump in that arena with some comedians, you got to be able to take it if you choose to get in that arena. You brought Cat Williams there with the expectation of things going exactly the way that they went. You didn't just do that, but you, like you just said, threw a whole bunch of cats in the bag and shook it up and stirred that shit up. You know what I'm saying? And the results of that is him catching feelings over something Mike Epps said in one of his stand-up comedy shows. You feel me? And his rebuttal, Shannon Sharp rebuttal, was this right here. Check this out.
Put this out there. And this one, I'm going to fire this shot over your head, mofo, and you will know exactly who I'm talking about. Yeah. Mention my name again. Yeah. And I'm going to put the DMs. And I don't like doing this. Yeah. But you're lying. See, and I don't care about all that other stuff. You can say I'm gay and you can say I don't care about that. Because I won't chase a lie. But I won't let you lie on my name.
That's how he chose to respond to Mike Epps. But he went on further to say, I'm gonna see you in Atlanta on this date, this and that. You know what I'm saying? Had that same energy. He went on to further say that in that clip. So Mike Epps, in return, responded like this.
Now, I know Shay Shay. I don't know what grown ass man got a name named Shay Shay, but I know this grown man is not mad at me. So many people talk crazy about you. They was on Saturday Night Live talking about you, imitating you, but now you want to fight me? Now, I'm not going to lie. I did DM you to get on the show. But I DM'd you to get on the show because you brought my name up when you was sitting there with Cat. And you was trying to get him to talk crazy about me, but he didn't. Okay? Now, second of all, talking about pulling up on me. You're going to be an all-star. I'm going to be at the all-star in my hometown. And I'm going to see you. All right? I'm going to see you, brother. And I'm just letting you know, I don't be doing no fighting lately. I don't do no fighting. So, you know, there's only one other option. If you don't fight, you do blank, 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 blank. And Ocho, you shut up and go get some eyebrows. You looking like a whole milk dud sitting there agitating. We watched the white boy kick your ass on TV. So you shut up. And Shay Shay, you did look like Madea sitting there. You was looking zesty. I'm not saying you gay, but you was looking zesty. You look like Big Frida sitting there. You need to take them tight ass shirts off with the muscles. And that's it.
That was they back and forth.
Well, he did his job. He a comedian. That's what he's supposed to do. He can't do nothing else.
Exactly, right? So I'm saying if you choose to jump in that arena, you know what I mean? Expect that. Expect him to go and put you part of his show, part of his stand-up on a nice, beautiful big stage in which he do night after night, day in and day out. You got people sneaking cameras and shit in there, taking footage of it. So it's getting out there what's being said about you. You know what I mean? So instead of you getting shit right with him, you turn around and try to threaten him. You feel me? And that wasn't the only person that he offended and you know got some blowback from. You know what I'm saying? Mace also has something to say. Check this out.
So they out there playing with me, right?
What happened there?
Man, I want to address it. I'm gonna wait. And
Why are we always waiting to address it? What happened though? What happened exactly?
your boy he chose to target me about the sex and the working out and all that. He called me a fake pastor and all that. I want to address it. I want to address it.
Who called you this? What's going? I'm late to the party. You gotta, like,
I don't want to say his name. I don't want to say his name. When we was talking about the dips and the sets and all of that, and Mike Epps.
Oh, Mike Epps.
Yeah.
So, Shannon said something to you?
He called me a fake pastor. Somebody sent it to me. I wanted to tell him, put the camera on me. I'm just going to go, from the jump. Listen, Shannon. I'm not the one to play with. I'm not take that road. Listen, let me class, eh? You started out being very aggressive with Ja Morant Pops at a Laker game. If you are for black people, this is not the way to carry yourself. And let me go further than that. You wanted to be tough with Mike Epps, and you settled quicker than Diddy and Cassie. Listen. And thirdly,
Hey.
Hey, how many teeth that nigga Cameron got?
How many teeth?
How many teeth do a nigga get? How many we supposed to get? And then got like one good one all the way across.
Oh shit.
That nigga shit look like he finna jump in the boxing ring. You need to take that
Like you got the whole mouth peeked in and
Yeah,
shit.
that nigga need to take that motherfucker out and spit. Get back in that motherfucker, put it back in and get back in the booth, nigga. Knock out this rhyme, nigga. Nah, go ahead, though. God, I don't mean pause. See, that's what in New York. I think that's how you're supposed to do it. Pause.
Pause.
Talking shit about Cameron. I know he a real nigga, man. He a real nigga.
Hey man, I don't know, man. I just know this. You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna put myself in the arena of anything, I just know I got to be prepared for anything. Period. Whether it be good, bad, blowback, or whatever. You know what I mean? You know what you're getting into when you choose to take a side. You take a side on some shit, which I guess he did because, like they said, you brought this man on to try to, you know, insult my character. You know what I mean? And then you further on went, you know, and tried to put it out there like I was begging to get on the show. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I tried to get on the show. You know what I'm saying? But so what? I wanted to come on there because you had this person on there trying to get him to say some bad shit about me in the midst of him shitting on everybody else. So,
and see, look, in the middle of all this, I'm gonna break it down. Look, we're gonna settle it right now. We're gonna take it to a prison meeting and shit to homies. We're gonna take it to the circle. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna end up happening. And you know I'm good at these things. I don't know how these things work. This is what's gonna end up happening. They done crossed this shit up with so much bullshit. Each one of them actually got a point. Each one of them in their own right got a point. They all right. You know what I'm saying? So in the end, we're going to listen to all this shit, and then we're going to be like, you know what? Y'all niggas just stay away from each other. Y'all niggas just stay away from each other.
we're gonna move you over to building 1, and we're gonna have you over here in building 5.
Don't trip, nigga. We're gonna get the officers to put the fucking shit in right now, nigga. When you get back, just start packing up your shit. But y'all don't fuck with each other because y'all got too much shit. Y'all right and y'all wrong at the same time. So y'all niggas just stay away from each other.
Oh shit.
So that's all we got. That's it. That's
how we gonna settle. That's how we gonna settle that.
Niggas gonna be all cool. They all got some money, right? We can send that nigga some soups. That nigga got some soups. And then nigga got some soups. They already got soups and shit. That no one nigga, as long as they all got soups, make sure that motherfucker Mike Epps get some soups. That's all Mike Epps trying to do is make sure that he go get some soups because y'all sending him to the building where ain't no homies at. Man. So he over there, Mike Epps running around doing his own thing. You know what I'm saying? Cat Williams.
Getting it how he live. Getting it how he live.
That came up in the motherfucking flame pit. You know what I'm saying? And sat down to talk with the supervisor of the flame situation. So nigga was like, shit, I didn't go up in there. See, this what Mike Epps is saying. Mike Epps is saying, I didn't go up in there, but I see what y'all niggas doing. Y'all capping on it. Y'all capping on all the shit. So I'm finna go on my show and my little shit. I'm finna cap too. I want to get in too. I ain't finna say, but see, I'm gonna say some safe shit because at this point, everything's safe because the world done already agreed with Cat Williams. And we ain't even tripping off Shay Shay at this point. So if Shay Shay jump in later, then that's some extra shit. Nigga, I'm trying to push your shit. I'm referring motherfuckers to you. But now you gonna double down and come back on me though? Nigga, I'm fucking with you. If I wouldn't have been saying nothing about your show, if I wouldn't have been saying nothing about Cat Williams, would nobody even be tripping off your show? I mean, some more. I gave it a boost, and I'm on. You should be happy I'm on. See, that's why I say with like Mike Epps is like, yeah, you supposed to be with the black man. Well, nigga, I'm trying to get on too, nigga. I'm a little popcorn, nigga. I'm just selling popcorn, nigga. Y'all got the whole movie. Man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to sell some popcorn, nigga. And I get it. But then at the same time, once you get to, oh, well, nigga, you get to Tekashi 6ix9ine bravery and shit. We on some other shit now. Come on. Don't get to keep this shit on some entertainment. Because in the real, neither one of y'all going to do shit. Maybe one of y'all might get knocked out. or maybe y'all security gonna get in a fight. Y'all gonna fight them niggas like pit bulls. You know what I'm saying? Get it. You sick him.
The last thing they trying to do is threaten their own positions in life out there. That's the last thing.
But it's part of it. But I see it's part of like they selling a part of the game. I feel it, and I feel like Mike Epps is jumping in it. Like fuck it, that's my job. I'm a comedian. I'm supposed to talk on all the motherfucking social events. This one really good because I get to talk on it because the nigga really looked out for me. So I get to talk on it and not smother nigga and be like, hell yeah, good looking out, but nigga, let me get in there. You know what I'm saying? I seen the shit that he was saying. It was funny too, and it was like shit. Nobody had came back and said nothing about that. That nigga was on point. But if they did, you know what I'm saying, then cool. They might just be one of them niggas. Like I say, it's one of them niggas on the yard that's hella hard. He hella turned up. But one day we gonna see that nigga come out and he gonna be wearing something different. And we just gonna accept it because we like somebody
shirt tied up in the front with the booty shorts, with the motherfucking fake ponytail.
Somebody had to do it, my nigga. I wasn't gonna do it. Shit, somebody had to do it. So fuck it. If this nigga right here gonna do it, then we gonna watch him do it, and then we're like, fuck it. That's what Shay like, fuck it. Somebody gotta do it, nigga. I'm gonna do it. I'm coming out. I'm coming out with my shit. I'm tying my shit up. I'm coming out. Not saying Shay gay. I'm just giving a parable, you know what I'm saying, metaphor, an example that we both know. That's kind of, you can tie it together.
Exactly.
No shade. No shade on the Shay. You know what I'm saying?
No shade at Shay, man. No shade.
Like shit. I don't even trip off what you call a nigga because I remember it was a nigga named Hey Baby, man. Hey Baby was a cool nigga, man, for a second. He was a blood nigga, Hey Baby. But I told him this. I said, hey, who gave you that name? Before I called it to him, I said, who gave you that name? He said, an older female gave it to me. I said, yeah. See, I'm not going to call you that. I'm going to call you what your name is. I knew his name, so I used to just call him his name and shit. But, yeah, Hey Baby, it's like some niggas just got names as you know, you got to be a real man to just be able to say it. Shay is one of them ones. I wasn't gonna pick that one. Like niggas called me Baby Hawk, like the Incredible Hulk. They didn't. We went the whole opposite way. I don't know. The nigga named Shay in my hood. If it was one, it was him. It was one. He was one. You know what I'm talking about? He was one. Cause the homegirl gonna be a Shay. Now maybe a May. You get a May. Day. You know what I'm saying? Even Say. You get a Say in San Diego. But Shay.
Ain't no Shays. Ain't no Nays.
Nah. Ain't gonna do the name.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna do the stanky leg.
None of that.
No, ain't gonna. But that's
out.
But like what Seinfeld say. But and not that anything's wrong with that. Not that anything's wrong with that. Hey, you know what? Let me stop for this real quick commercial before we cut out on me. Hey man, look, at 420, what is you doing?
Blowing.
Man, you smoking? Me too, I'm smoking. So at 440, what you doing? You shaking hands you putting your hands in your boss face, telling him what you're not gonna do. You know what I'm saying? You handing your driver's license over to the highway patrol who's trained to now sniffing and be like, sir, have you been smoking marijuana? All right. So at 440, what you want to do? By 440, you want to hit your hands with some of this. This is called 440. It's a hand.
440.
Yeah, it's 440.
Where can they get that? Where is that available?
Well, let me tell you more, a little young stranger walking down the street. Look. All right, let me get the rest of my spiel. Hold up, we had to swap me. Yeah, so with 440, at 440, you should be hitting your hands with some of this. It's a roll-on called 440. And when you get it, it'll be a clear liquid, but then I say, Oops, see, there you go. I say this, see, and it never breaks. I say you shake it up to wake it up. When you see the little, you know, then you hit that. It's a little DNA strands going on in there. You know what I'm saying? Now, what this do? This ain't no weed product, but this is a weed related product. This product is what I call weed adjacent. See, look, you see my hands? Look at my hands, and they smell like weed. Cause look, I'm gonna do this, and now they smell like weed. But see, I put about that much on there, and then boom. Look, see how I put it all on my jewelry because it's natural oils. You know what I'm saying? Now, what that is, there's vitamin E all in there. I'm gonna put that on like that. You're gonna see my hands gonna look nice and moisturized, but at the same time, if you could smell it, man, if you ever been to Venice Beach or you've been to a beautiful beach in the day, it was just a beautiful day and everybody was out like doing events and like activities. That's what this smell like. It smell like the most beautiful day in the summer where it's cool enough and it ain't hot, but it's warm. And then you put
perfect
it on.
out there. It's perfect.
Yeah. And I tell you this, with 440, it don't clash with your other scents that you wear, and it dissipates in about 15 minutes. So what it becomes is like a little lifestyle. You just make sure that your hands stay fresh. You know, the idea came from my father used to have a woman to make him a fresh suit every day. But he'd be about to go out the house fresh, dressed like $1 million, and Granny would tell him, "Come here, let me see your hands." He'd show her his hands, and they'd be all rusty and all that from, you know, pulling cars apart and all that in the backyard. She'd say, go hit your hands. Go do something with your hands. You can't walk out dressed like that and your hands look like that. So then, since he told me that story, and my hands were suffering at the time, I created me a vitamin E oil, a scented vitamin E oil. You know what I'm saying? That keep my nails looking cool, keep my jewelry shined up, keep my beard shiny, and keep me calm and smelling good. When I walk into a place after I get done smoking, people look at me and they say, "Hey, you smell good." I say, "Hey, thank you." See, they compliment me for smoking. I always say, don't walk into the facility making it smell like a dispensary. It's your responsibility. 440 up. You know what I'm saying?
440.
440. So that was my commercial. See, it was a little infomercial, right? You know.
That was a good infomercial, man. I was glad to be a part of it because we damn sure gonna run it.
Yeah. So I was just telling you the idea. You can get at me and get it. Or, you know, I tell you where you can get it at. You can go to the Sloss and Swap Meet. You know what I'm saying? You can find it up in there. You can find it over there in Venice Beach at the V Hotel T-shirt shop. You know what I'm saying? You can find it at Ernie's Glass Blowing Shop. You know, it's a few places. If you look around, you can just hit me up. I'll get you some.
Give them your Instagram and Facebook information.
All right, for sure, man. My Instagram is face2face the music with 2 C's. And my Facebook information, you don't want to see me on Facebook. Just deal with me on Instagram. Facebook is for grannies and family and stuff.
That part.
Yeah. We over here partying on Instagram and shit. We trying to make some money on Instagram.
That's
On
where it's
Facebook,
at.
on Facebook, I'm donating. You know, Facebook, you go and donate. People who need stuff. You know.
Man. Hey, you do be having it cracking on Instagram, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it's cool, man. I figured it out a long time ago. That's like one of the things that I could have information on. Like if I did have an organization type, like I wanted, it'd have different pockets of people that you can get different information from. So I would be hands on. I would be on the squad to come and teach you about social media a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're a person that's trying to do entertainment or you do music or even just trying to, you know, sell things. You know, open up online stores, register trademarks, get your seller's permit. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. That's where I'm at with it. You know.
And they can get your services.
Yeah. Yeah, you can hire me right now. Just get at me on Instagram. I do it. You know, I'm a music producer mainly, so I was like I got a budget to do a little stuff, so I can have time to not have to go to work every day and on a specific job. You know what I'm saying? So like I go to work maybe twice a week when other people have to go every day.
Mm.
So it's other time that I can jump in and do lots of other things, and they go along with me being, what I'm trying to do. Like I volunteer. I said I volunteer a lot of my time without having an organization or being a part of an organization. I already volunteer a lot of my time to the cause that I'm trying to get involved in on paper.
Yeah.
So once I can get involved on paper, it just takes time to get all my creativity came out in a spurt when I had the backing to do it, and then now it's time to put all my paperwork together correctly so then I can follow through with what the creativity started.
I do know one thing for sure. I do know one thing for certain is how busy you are. You know what I'm saying, and how active you stay.
And people think I'm just bullshitting around. I don't know why. People. I know some people that think I'm. Oh man, you need to figure out what you want to do, nigga. I'm doing. I'm doing it. Nigga.
They obviously, them people that's saying that obviously don't know you then.
Nah, they just watching me, but they watching from the wrong corner. They should get
That
in.
part.
Yeah, they should get
And
in the car.
typically when people is on the outside trying to see in, you only gonna get a certain kind of view from the outside. You're not gonna get the full picture. You're not gonna see the full scope. If it was meant for you to see the full scope, then you would see it. You're on the outside for a reason.
I tell you this though, with this social media shit, the trick for me is like I let a lot of my personal shit, because I mean my personal shit has always been entertainment worthy and friendly anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm from where you do something in your neighborhood and everybody knows it. You know what I'm saying? So we already had social media cracking. You know what I'm saying? And I was big on it because before they had a cell phone and all that, I'm the nigga who got the L on the block. You know what I'm saying? Some other niggas took the L. I got it. So it's like I already know how it is to go viral. You know what I'm saying, in your circle, in your field. So to have the little viral shit that I be doing, like the little bitty, like I be figuring out like little shit, how to sneak in messages or how to sneak my logo in on shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I got shit with 6 million hits and my logo is right there, forefront right there, my face on the end of the motherfucker. And they got see, and they keep getting more and more. It don't got nothing to do with me, but I added my shit to it. I know how to, you know what I'm saying? So it's like little shit like that I can teach a motherfucker, like a little something like that. Finding a reel to go viral. Once they made reels, finding a reel to go viral, it'll boost your followers. Boosting your followers boosts your chance to sell something. So if you're selling something, look, it's like this. Like I'll put up some shit with me rapping on it. And then I'll look at shit that I got that got 20,000, 60,000 hits, 5 million hits and shit like that. And then I'll look at this little shit that got me rapping on it. I'll be like, damn, why I can't slip up and my rap shit get 5 million? My rap shit only got like 236. But then it's like, do this. Go to the beach and sit out there and rap with a whole crowd of people walking through all day and see how long it take you to get 236 people to pay attention to you. Man, I done did a whole concert for one motherfucker. I done did a whole concert for nobody. Just because I'm out here, I'm rapping. If you walk by, I'm in the middle of my show, you pay attention, then I start gearing it towards you. But other than that, I'm still going, me and my people, we got a show. We doing it, whether people here or not, I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? Unless I just feel like, because I'm practicing, but if I feel like oh well, it ain't no money, and I need to get up out of here because I need to go do something else and make some money. Yeah, but other than that, I'm gonna just keep going.
Yeah.
And then hopefully, because I don't know when the nigga gonna come. Like I done been to where, and like I done seen other people, man. Shout out to the brother, True Artists that be in Venice, and OG. I done seen, yeah, I done seen it where dudes come from the drum circle in the middle of the night while we on the boardwalk, and the dude just walk off the drum circle with a trench coat on, and my boy just come with a song. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just doing his performance. We just chilling. You know what I'm saying? He come with a song called No Suicide. And it's like real emotional when it's like no suicide. And when he starts singing it, it's like it's like a little crowd of maybe 5 people, 5 to 7 people start coming that really was feeling this shit just in the middle of the night on the boardwalk. Just one dude with a speaker, you know, hanging. And the dude with the trench coat just was sitting there just feeling the whole thing. Like, and then he started crying and broke down on his knees. And then he was saying, like, man, I was going to commit suicide tonight, man. He was like, that song just stopped me. You know what I'm saying? And like he just vibed with us and shit the whole rest of the night. And he just was on some, we went on some happy songs. You know, I started doing my songs. We went on some, you know, begging for change and all that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? We partied out there, and then he left on another vibe. You feel me? So it's like, just you know, that was a good story right there, and it made me forget my point. But
that was a good story.
Yeah, that's a shout out to that nigga, True Artist, man. You know, he always been real out there, and then I love when I see him online or I see him out there and he done moved to another level. Like I seen when the LA Kings hired him for their halftime and all that, you know what I'm saying? And like he was like they MC for the LA Kings, and then he had he like the MC for the Venice Basketball League and the Venice Soccer League, and it's like this nigga getting more and more shit, and he coming through with it. Yeah. But he still go back to his roots of doing that same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like coming out on the boardwalk. It's like me. I do shows and shit in the city. I do all kinds of shit. You know what I'm saying? But then at the same time, in certain days or in the summertime, I'm at the beach and I'm getting it in. That's why I can do these shows on call like that. That's why you can hire me like that, because I already got a show for you. I practice the motherfucker all the time for $100 a day, 140. The most maybe I done got was maybe during COVID time, a nigga made it rain on me because he wanted to keep hearing this one song that I had. He wanted to hear this one part for his little nephew or something. It was from out of town. And he just like, man, say it again. And then like first time he hit me with 60, then he hit me with like 100, then he was throwing some hundreds. So then I ended up getting about 800 up out of that day. That's the most I ever made in a day out there. The least I done made is nothing. You know what I'm saying? But I always can make, like I tell you this, I always can make enough for my gas, you know what I'm saying, and the generator gas, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like I make enough for that. But most times I make about $150, but it ain't the point that I made some money. And then I'll sell some shit, you know what I'm saying? But I make way more after selling shit. But it's the point that I came out there and I got to practice in. And I said what I wanted to say. I did what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I set up my life, like I say.
That's a person that's always on point. You feel me? And to be that deeply engraved in your craft like that it's not crazy to me. I understand it. You know what I'm saying? But I know people out there is like, damn, like you do it, yeah, because it's passion for what you do and stand as sharp as you possibly can in your craft at every possible level. You feel me? And I'm not surprised by it, man. And if motherfuckers listen to you rap, listen to the shit that you say, listen to the wordplay. You know what I'm saying? Listen to the style. Listen to how you're taken there and then brought back. Listen to that, and then they'll get it.
Hey, play that shit before we cut out. Play that shit, the AI shit.
Hey, I didn't download that video
Yeah, that was a good one.
because I didn't download it because I wasn't sure if you didn't, because usually you'll give me the green light to run something. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah, I didn't even think about it yet. I was just sharing it because that's what I had just did that this morning.
Hey, but that shit was wild. Can you play it on here?
I'm trying to see right now. I'm looking. Let me see. Audio. No, that's just an iPhone microphone. Hold up, audio.
That shit was hard as fuck.
Let me see. All that.
Getting him to cut it. We're getting him to open it up.
Watch, I'm gonna move you over here by the speaker because it's late. Oh shit! I knew I was gonna do that.
Y'all getting an exclusive.
Brother, but we ain't black, we some red and blue. Motherfuckers is getting.
Can you hear that?
Yep.
In this trap with clocks so tight, days disappear like stars in flight. The interest melts, our souls born thin. Paying the price, our lives. The clock keeps turning, never still, as we struggle to break the memories.
The time lender is a mind bender, charging interest on moments surrendered in vain, training minds on attaining personal gain. But the clock ticks and debts remain, moments lost and memories fade. The price of time, a heavy shade, clouding vision, a future made of a shadows cast on the light that slayed the treacherous grave. From my past that I got to live in, just like a box in the back of my vision. Nigga actually in the prison of a mind is playing tunnel vision. Out of position in my mind and I don't want to listen. Until I met this little nigga in this Sally port. Nigga, what you mad for? Nigga, what you mad for? Listening? I'm listening. I live for living, but I'm dying for being forgiven. Trapped in the pen, but I never released from mental prison. With no parole, my only goal is get my issue. It's hard to say your soul when you got folks not that issue, but you got to demand your respect before they drop you. And if you got bad luck after you stop, see your pop you. Life ain't nothing but a joke. Did these flat-footed folks on the aim for black brains on the jaw puffing smoke? That mini 14 got you ducking, don't run. Or you could be a victim of the gun. Hear me, son? That tip of 10 shit ain't even popping cause the police got hot homies, but they can stopping it. That means us. As in me and you, black brother, but we ain't black. We some red and blue. Motherfuckers, it's getting to the point where I can't even trust myself, low. Calling myself nigga like I'm fucking suicidal up against it. Hey, from all angles trying to get me. 360 from steel shackles to dickies. Contradictory. My daily lifestyle is contradicting me, but that's how it goes. Serious folks trying to fucking stick me. Life is tricky. You listening, you old nigga? Life is tricky.
In this trap with clocks so tight, days disappear like stars in flight. The interest melts, our souls born thin. Paying the price, our lives within. The clock keeps turning, never still, as we struggle to break the memories within.
Yeah, that shit is that shit was, matter of fact, when I went back and I looked at the conversation with me and the AI afterwards, at first I said that it wrote about 25%. When I went back and looked at it, it wrote maybe about 8%. Maybe 8% of that shit. Not even 8, even about 8%. Because some of the lines that I was just putting it down and recording it while I was doing it. It was like some of the lines I was attributing to the AI actually was my lines when I went back and looked at it.
Okay.
But the idea progressed through going back and forth with the AI. You know what I'm saying? It's like some places where I might have been stuck and it might have took me to put it down and come back. I'm motivated because it then gave me another option and now I just needed that to open up another valve. And now let me rush through that. You just sent me on another run. Then when I get stuck again, then I hit it with, okay, boom. Here I go right here where I go. Bam. And then it take me to the next level of thinking. Even if it's just a challenge of me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how we use an AI, man. We use
Hey,
it to challenge ourselves to be
that
real.
shit is hard. That shit is hard, bro. That shit is hard. For real. I'm amazed that that technology is just wild as a motherfucker. You know what I mean? It can be that point, that on point, where it's going back and forth with you in a conversation about a song that you actually doing right there on the spot, and it's adding the rest of your verse. It's crazy.
Yeah, in 3 seconds. 3 seconds. That's how long that shit takes.
Crazy. Wow.
3 seconds. I'm looking right here where it says no, just uh, editing. I'm looking in the little editing tools and shit to this program. You know, I ain't seen it before.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know what that did, but I just did something. This avatar will be used when your camera is off. Oh, all right, so if I go like this.
Yeah, the avatar.
Yeah. Bam. There you go. So
That's the job.
I'm picking my nose and shit. Yeah, man.
Hey, well, we can go ahead and get ready to wrap this up, man.
Yeah, that's what's up, because I got to get ready to get some sleep anyway.
For sure. It was definitely a pleasure having you on, man. I know you're not gonna be a stranger because I really want to try to have you on here as much as I possibly can. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah, I make
conversation's always a delight. You know that we always get creative, and you know what I'm saying. That's hey, it's natural with us.
Yeah, for sure. And before you go, let me say this. Hey, man, you know, I make my own merchandise, man. So anything that people need made, man, you know, y'all got an event or something, or y'all got some kind of clothing line y'all trying to get hooked up. You know, I make clothes. I make all this stuff. So I make this shit right here at home. That's another one of my hustles. You remember I told you got to have 2 jobs in the hustle. Another one of my hustles is come get your shit hooked up. You want some Black Lives Matter, what you need. You need your logo hooked up for your brand. You got Happy Birthday Susan going on. You know.
Can you let them know where they can get in contact with you again?
Always at Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Just hit me in the DM. That's my office right there. I'm always there. If I'm not there, leave a message. You know what I'm saying? Phase 2, Face the Music with 2 C's on Instagram. You'll have a link. You have a link somewhere. I'll leave you a link. You can go to one of your posts that got me on it and pin it right there, and it'll have my link right there.
Or you know, y'all can always hit me, and you definitely get any and all messages.
Yeah, all the time. I'm right here working. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the minivan and shit, and I'm running around working, man. I got all the equipment. I'm doing whatever you need.
For sure, indeed. Yeah, man. Thank you again, man, for coming on. I know how busy you be. You know what I'm saying? It was definitely an honor having you on. You know what I'm saying? Can't wait to the next session, my nigga.
Yeah, thank you for having me on, homie.
For sure, bro. Appreciate you. And to everybody that attended the show tonight, man, hey, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I thank y'all. As always, you know, I always encourage everybody, man, to get home safe. Don't rush, don't speed, take your time. The objective is to get there, get home. And when you get home, hug everybody. Let's always remind each other, you know what I'm saying, that the love is there. Regardless of how the day went, outside your home, invite that warmth. Let everybody know, you know, they love. You know what I'm saying? I thank everybody again, man, for attending, you know what I'm saying, here at Swang Low. You know what I mean? Hey, we're gonna invite a whole bunch of beautiful things, man. You know, this is just the beginning. We're growing, we're gonna continue to grow, and I promise you, we invest in all. You know what I'm saying? So thank y'all again, man, for attending. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go ahead and close this out. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna run the homies clip real quick, and then we gone. Triple gang to y'all.
I don't really care if Jimmy crack corn. Free to wanna dick a little Susie doing porn. I got a lot of problems on this block that I'm on. Sky surfing on the front of this rave that I got going. I'm not gonna give it up soon for niggas in these fuck rooms, chatting at each other, trying to ride each other mushrooms. Sussy with the sassy thread, he said he wanna blast me. Automatic pass me on the low, he like a chassis. Same nigga tried to gas me, just hit me on the back burner, mastering my script, but I rebelled on that like Nat Turner, plastic on my hip. Thread up out my lips. You could like my shit, but you gon' like it like this. Consider biting as a diss. Put fighting on my list, number one. The really West bar fight, you got to bring a gun. At that table where they quick to snatch a cable or your son. On my stable, we gon' get this shit done, my nigga.